Hello people of Earth, it's your pal the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another low-key broadcast. Today is Thursday, and you know what that means. We continue our efforts to become the biggest promotion on the planet in Fire Pro Wrestling world. But first I'd like to say hello to everybody in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, happy to have you with us, and hope the day finds you well. Alright, let's get down to the ring as quickly as you can here. Boop. Get that down. A quick shout out to Anime Mom for the follow, thank you very much. It inspired me to, since I'm so close to a Hundi now, triple digits, wowzers, decided to add that to a goal in the title. Still feel kind of icky about doing stuff like that, but I'll do it nonetheless. Another shout out to Juice Pompanewsome for hanging in the chat too. What's up, buddy? Hope you're having a good day. Alright, we've booked our first event, we've made our first hire, and then we spotlighted them in a singles contest, as we like to do. Now we're getting a handle on booking, nearing the end of the fourth year here, as we head toward becoming the biggest promotion on the planet. Oh no. Suwama offered themselves to come to this show and then had to cancel for personal reasons. I'm still going to hold that against them, and we're going to game the crap out of this. Yeah. How dare you disappoint. I booked an arena for this, Suwama. Hang on. Let me back up. Oh, I wish I could just randomly insert tables. You get bits of table. Hang on. Hopefully... See, in a way we're saving a life here, perhaps. Alright, Suwama's family. Everybody stay cool. Man. I'll give them one more chance to wear their masks, or whatever it is that's going on over there. No, I can't disappoint this. Well, I mean, it's still a crowd of 50,000. Which is nothing to sneeze at, but... We had Suwama coming in to challenge for the MLW title. Come on! Yeah! Everybody's showing up for work now! Just let me get to the match card so I can save quick. There we go. Okay, everybody showed up for work. Alright, there we are. Suwama versus Jack Howard still intact. 65,000 strong. We unlocked the, I guess, football stadium equivalent of America at the end of the last stream, so here we are with our first full house, essentially monthly now. We're putting on like a WrestleMania-sized show, and our new television contract kicked in, so we're getting 300 grand a month to do so. So that pretty much covers the cost of our roster, which is pretty dope. So, coming up in our first match here, we have GCW champion Lesnar versus Karrion Kross, representing Camp Firefly, the newest inductee? I don't know. I don't know what sort of initiations they have over in Camp Firefly, and I don't think I want to know. As always, the creature on feature, head referee of the GWA, Mr. Bigfoot. Oh. Brock Lesnar starting out with suplexes to the surprise of no one. Still not really sold on this Karrion Kross character. A lot of mystique surrounding him, but I haven't really seen it translate into in-ring prowess to this point. Brock Lesnar, of course. No slouch. Oh, there we are on the commentary table. Amongst the international crew, it looks like. As each combatant taking turns sending the other to the floor here. Big suplex against the desk by Brock Lesnar. Here in the GWA, though, we don't have those flimsy commentary tables. They can take a beating. We'll see what sort of beating Karrion Kross can stand up to. Oh, suplexed again, this time into the ring apron. Legs first. Oh, knee might have been low there, but Karrion Kross looking for anything to stem the offensive tide of Brock Lesnar. Hey, SSD Ninja, nice to see ya. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, F5 on the floor. It's a lousy day for Karrion Kross at this point. Brock Lesnar doesn't need a chair. I think he just got one for fun. Battering away at the challenger. Karrion Kross so dazed he tries a roll-up on the floor. Oh dear. So far, the opening 5 minutes-ish of this contest. Solidly in the corner of Brock Lesnar as he once again sends Karrion Kross to the floor. Just having a grand old time out here is the Beast Incarnate. Well, a little bit of life now from Karrion Kross. Or maybe that's just Brock getting a run in. Doing some cardio in and amongst the suplexes. Now it's Kross's turn to take a ride. Club-run blow. Gut-wrench suplex, but Kross rolls through that in a valiant effort to show that he's got something left. Brock showing off that he's got plenty left in the tank. Another suspect knee to the midsection. Well, it is smart to work the diverticulitis affected area of Brock Lesnar, but not if you're just going to get suplexed almost into the crowd. Sorry, Brock, we can't technically do that in the game, no matter how hard you're going to try. Big powerbomb on the floor now. Brock just getting bored. Oh no, tagging up as though there's a count. No countouts or disqualifications on the floor here in the GWA. In fact, Brock knows all too well. Oh, now a little something out of Karrion Kross. Brock may have winded himself on the beating he's laid down on that gentleman for the first 7. No, he's all right. Heck of a mountain to climb for Karrion Kross, and it starts with that snap suplex. Trying to halt this onslaught from Brock Lesnar. Nothing doing to this point. This match, I think, could have been over, but Brock having fun out there on the floor. Snap suplex against the guardrail from Kross, and Brock just shrugs it off. Oh, a little bit more for Brock to think about. Now Karrion Kross has got a little momentum going, and might have been halted. No, up he pops. All right, finally, but no, Brock just teasing. Getting back in the ring, bit of cat and mouse here. Oh, Brock is looking to take a bit of a breather. Guys, there we go. Just bring it into the ring, fellas. Oh, big Olympic slam from Kross. That was unexpected. Oh, and a solid elbow to the face. Apparently, once we're back in the ring, Kross has powers. Back and forth they go. And Brock says no thank you, and his clothesline is strongest. Brock smash. Oh. High angle on that backdrop suplex. Lifting German over the ropes. Unfortunately, his face kissed the apron on the way out of the ring. Brock still looking for a little bit of time and space to take a breather. Karrion Kross somehow says this is it. I don't know, buddy. It's been 90% Brock to this point. Though you do have him on the ropes at the moment. Ooh. Oh boy. Karrion Kross flying more often than we do with Zan Travel. For all your travel needs, fly with Zan Travel. That's one of Karrion Kross's big moves there. The sleeper. Oh, Brock. I think he hit the steel chair there during that belly-to-belly. Kross up but dazed. Trying to do anything he can. Oh dear. Oh no, that's the sleeper we were talking about, is Brock Lesnar showing Karrion Kross how to properly apply his own finishing hold. That's kind of him. So he spent the majority of this match taking a look at our sponsors, including Kings Plate Sports, Jumbo Mart. Brock again, signaling he is just getting warmed up. Oh no, Kross up first this time after that suplex. Now Brock's turn to pop up after a move. And he puts Kross back down again, just tossing all over the place. Brock tossing Karrion Kross around like he's Rena's salad. Ayo! Sometimes we work blue here in the afternoon. Kross thinks that that punch to the kidneys will put Brock down. Maybe a big body slam will do the trick. Bring out the heavy offense there. The Saito suplex, finally. Some beefy offense there from Kross that Brock immediately shrugs off. Places Kross into the corner. Sends him into the ropes now. Big backdrop. Into a key lock. This should do it. And of course, Mr. Bigfoot immediately signals for the bell. There's no way anyone could have put up with 15 minutes of just getting it handed to them by Brock outside the ring, just at his leisure, up until that finish. I can't even really say a valiant effort and the part of carrying Cross there. Crowd loved it, though. Crowd loved it. Can't argue with that. Successful defense. It's nice to have a few champions here holding on to their belts. Coming up, we got a lot of talent and a lot of places to fill on the card. So we have ourselves a 6-person tag team match as representatives of both Camp Firefly, but not the championship 6-person team, because as you know, we don't have one of those members on the full-time roster anymore. Takes on a team representing the industry. So let's head to the ring and see who's who, as I booked this last night and I can't remember who's here representing whom. Okay, Solo Darling and Tyler Bate currently in the ring for their respective stables. You see Darby Allin and Alex Zane there rounding out the Firefly trio. I believe Matt Robinson and David Houston will be in the corner of Tyler Bate. That is just a guess at this point. See in a moment. Once the first tag on the industry side is made. Solo Darling doing her part, though, to keep things in the Camp Firefly corner. Excellent psychology there. Cutting off half of the ring to her opponent into a cover there. And as I said, Matt Robinson you see there in the blue, David Houston in the red. On the industry side of things, as Taylor Bate makes their first tag out. Taylor Bate, Tyler Bate, Tyler Bate. Oh yes, the Tyler Driver pun. Lest we forget. Whoop. Reminder, if you forgot to pick up something on the way home, drop by your local Shikoku Mart. Oh, almost a roll up on the Shikoku Mart. Polar Bear logo there from David Houston, but a no count, says referee Mr. Bigfoot, as David Houston continues his high-octane offense. A staple of the junior division here in the GWA. In fact, 5 of the 6 competitors here representing our junior division. Taylor Dane. That was Sabretooth, was it not? R.I.P., I believe. Also a pro wrestler. Or Tyler Maine was that? No. So many similar sounding names. Big suplex there from Robinson. Sends opponent Darby Allin to the floor, but a bit of sportsmanship shown as he just retreats to the center of the ring. Tyler Maine, yeah. Trevor Stain.
5 minutes gone.
Oh, Taylor Dane was a singer. For whom? Oh, here comes that sit out. Dominator from Matt Robinson. Darby Allin having enough for the moment, tagging out to Alex Zane. Still in the early going of this contest. These things don't really heat up until the 10-15 minute mark, and when they do, oh boy, do they ever get crazy. Matt Robinson here, tagging back out to David Houston. Always important to try to keep the physical advantage, the fresh opponent on your side of the ring. 2 count there for David Houston with that moonsault out of the corner. Solo Darling, the only teammate of Alex Zane to come in for the breakup. No one on the industry side. No one on the industry side helping out. Interesting strategy here in the early going. Cover here by Solo Darling. Just a 1 count. Here comes Matt Robinson. Arguably the powerhouse on his side of the equation. Solo Darling arguably the powerhouse on her as well. Actually, not arguably. Definitely the powerhouse on her side. Keened up with a couple of flippy boys. Matt Robinson, more of a hybrid athlete, but again, due to size and sheer mass of muscle, the most powerful member on the industry side. Oh! Stiff kicks there to the midsection into a single crab. Not held very long there by Solo Darling. She'll be looking to lock on that sharp stinger, a Texas cloverleaf variation. Matt Robinson calmly tagging in Tyler Bate.
10 minutes gone.
Solo Dowling also allowed to make the tag out to Darby Allin and then apply that half crab for as long as she's able to before respectfully retreating to her team's apron. Like there's an automatic 5 count in all tag team partners' brains in this game, so the ref doesn't even have to bother. Up we go into an airplane spin for Darby Allin. He is used to dizzying heights though, so I don't know how effective that is. Here comes Matt Robinson now. See what he can do against the former GWA World Heavyweight Champion, Darby Allin. Darby wants none of Robinson. In comes Solo again. Snap suplex there. Seems like they want to be matching power for power here as best they can. Oh! Into a sleeper with body scissors there. Nice attempt at a submission, but Darling able to break it fairly quickly. Oh, nice hook kick. The side of the head. Oh, knee to the face there. A second one, but Darling pops right back up. Just so Robinson can put her back down again with some stiff punches to the mush. And another kick. In comes Alex Zane and David Houston. Both sides refreshing here. David Houston getting the better of that strike battle. Gets knocked for a loop by Zane though. Wrong part of town for Alex Zane. Not enough time to get that move off the top corner. And he's in the industry side of the ring. David Houston trying to get Alex Zane disqualified here with the old fake chair trick. But for whatever reason, kicking David Houston breaks up that attempt. That's hilarious. What a weird move. Somewhat of a submission, but technically results in a disqualification. The old chair illusion. Big elbow in the corner, and then it enziguri both sides of the head. And once again, the Bean getting rocked. Alex Zane tries to head scissor takeover at Robinson, uses that power into a power bomb. Just a 2 though. Just a 2. As in comes Darling. So again you see that matching power for power. Oh, big double stomp in the midsection. That's got a smart. Alright, interesting. Going for a quick cover there. Hopefully, I think she was just hoping to lure in all the other members of both teams. Oh, roll through into this armbar. Her friends are gonna get in there quick. Darby Allin makes a save. Love that. Northern Lights roll through. Thing of beauty. Out of Matt Robinson. He's got a real smooth looking moveset. And a vicious streak. That has led to a lot of success here in the GWA. Not as much as he'd like though, but you could say that of anyone on the roster. Darby Allin making an unwise cover in the wrong part of town. Here comes Tyler Bate to drop him with a suplex. David Houston letting the crowd hear it. What you gonna do, brother? Get drop kicked in the face. And then rolled up by a master of the techniques. Oh, almost pins Darby Allin there. David Houston's roll-ups are deadly, don't forget. Amaze impact, the reverse choke slam into another pin attempt. Got him! David Houston. For the industry, your NXT champion, by the way, pinning Darby Allin in the middle of the ring. Impressive showing there. Didn't like it as much as the Brock squash. Who could blame him? Okay, coming up. All of his paperwork cleared. Everyone in his family is A-OK. All the way in from Japan. Representing All Japan, Suwama is here to challenge for the MLW Heavyweight Championship against Jack Howard, because if the roster members of MLW can't get the job done, excuse me one moment, we're going to throw the field open to international talent. So once again, representing All Japan, Suwama is here to get the MLW title off our hands. Fingers crossed. Jack Howard, though, must be buoyed by the success of their industry teammates immediately into the rodeo stretch. What a strange-looking, but no doubt effective, submission maneuver. Luckily, Suwama able to counter that very quickly. Don't know if they're familiar with that sort of offense on the other side of the world. Big body slam there from your MLW champion. Proud champion has pretty much decimated most of the Major League Wrestling roster in defense of their own title, trying to, well, in their efforts, futile efforts at that, to bring the title back to their flailing promotion. So we're just going to throw the field open, and whomever gets the belt, at least it's out of our hands. And whatever happens, happens. In order early on the floor here, you see smartly we've colored the ring mats red out here, where there are no disqualifications and no countouts, so maybe it's not so gruesome should things deteriorate into the more violent aspects of our business on the outside of the ring. Of course, the canvas, as you well know, absorbs the blood of the combatants and only makes the fighting spirit stronger for one and all. Oh, nice roundhouse clothesline there, but Suwama absorbs it and pops right back up. Can't say the same after that follow-away slam, and then a nice running elbow. Suwama with a shoulder block, though. Neither man able to sustain much of an advantage to this point. See Suwama there, winning an early strike battle. Oh, eating another roundhouse clothesline. Going to work on the head and neck is Jack Howard, as he's going to be looking to hit that package pile driver. So I'm looking to hang on. Follow-away slam, working him toward the corner as Jack Howard doesn't have him quite where he wants him. He likes to actually run out of the corner toward the center of the ring with the cradle pile driver more often than not, if he can help it. Oh, a big clothesline there from the challenger. In from All Japan, their ace, Suwama, former All Japan champion, came in. Oh, rolling Germans here from Howard. Hang on. Third one into a pin. 1, 2. Almost put Suwama away there. Challengers got to get something going, or at least get a moment to catch their breath. Well, they're in for a short night. Jack Howard plants the boot in the back of the head of Suwama. Off the ropes he comes now. Oh! Howard blocks that clothesline with a big punch. Oh, kitchen sink, knee to the gut. Jack Howard with the DiBiase flip. And he gets Manhattan dropped. Atomic drop, excuse me. Or reverse atomic drop. I forget which one's which. Depends which way your dingle's facing. Rick Rude will know. Shout out to the Rick Rude Getting Atomic Drop feed on Twitter. Give that a follow. It'll brighten your day. Another in a succession of Fallout slams. Hello, Bailey. To be revealed. They have a singles match coming up. I mean, you're going to be able to see that half of the card as we progress, but you'll know soon enough. Fresh new talent in the junior division. Oh dear, this thing might be over after that package pile driver, but Jack Howard says no, that's not enough. Big clothesline. Wants to punish Suwama here. Might be getting sick and tired of all this foreign, and I mean that by that I mean non-GWA talent coming in to contend for what he feels is his MLW championship, and we're trying to... He knows the promotion is actively trying to get rid of it. Whoa! Nice flipping suplex there. I mean, it's a maneuver Shelton Benjamin used to employ. Kind of a leg hook exploder. Into a second package pile driver, this time right on that shiny, smiling polar bear logo. Our main sponsor, Shiroku Mart, for all of your convenience store needs. Oh, diving fist drop right into the kidney of Suwama. Oh, but he reverses into a sleeper. Trying to slow things down. Steal the win from Jack Howard. He's in that holding off a lot, as you see there Howard having to catch his breath. But he's got enough left to spike Sawama once again with the package pile driver. Into a pin this time. 1, 2, 3. The third and final package pile driver of the match. And Sawama also unsuccessful. Jack Howard seemingly unstoppable as MLW champion. And I gotta tell you, it's refreshing to have a few champions in the organization that can hold on to their belts. Yep. The theft continues. The fate of MLW, that poor dwindling promotion, is ever worsening, and it's all our fault. As I look at another defunct promotions title that we'll be defending later on. But before that, we have another 6-person tag team match as Daichi Hashimoto leads a Dragon Dojo team against a hodgepodge team that apparently is led by Pete Dunne. Again, I booked this last night and I can't remember who their partners are. I mean, I can guess at Hashimoto's, but let's get down to the ring and see who the heck is in this match. That's what happens when you book a card while you're watching Dynamite. As you see senior official Mr. Bigfoot, as always. Person in charge, Danny Bryan and Jonathan Gresham, the partners of Daichi Hashimoto, on the side of the Dragon Dojo. Pete Dunne, his partners TBD. Tagged by Dunne. No, I'm just kidding. Well, that is kind of fun. Daichi Hashimoto, of course, a wizard with those kicks. We almost got a glimpse at Pete Dunne's corner, and I'm just as excited as you are, folks, to find out who's on that side. Who matches? I usually try to just match gear. Trying to think of who on the roster has gear that matches that black and green. So it could just be plain black for all I know. Oh, there was an elbow. I see an elbow. Now we should get some answers as you see Aleister Black and Will Ospreay. Holy crap, what a team. Aleister Black and Will Ospreay, the partners of Pete Dunne in this one. How could I forget teaming these three up? Yowza. This should be a barn burner. As things are breaking down early here. Oh, I put Aleister Black in their shiny tights. Nice. That looks better than the sort of greeny ones they were wearing earlier. Oof, as you see Jonathan Gresham sent away from the fray there for a moment. Right back into it. If this were a Warner Brothers cartoon, this would be a big dust cloud with a bunch of limbs sticking out. As you see Gresham introducing a bit of hardware into it now, but unable to make contact with any of his opponents. Oh, there we go, attacking the midsection of Aleister Black. Once we're back to normal here, I believe Pete Dunne and Daichi Hashimoto are still the two legal combatants. Oh no, Jonathan Gresham, I misspoke there. Into the octopus. In the Dragon Dojo corner. Smart play here early from Jonathan Gresham, trying to wrap things up before they get too far out of hand. Pete Dunne working Gresham toward his corner, tags in Will Ospreay, needing a bit of relief. Gresham smartly tagging out to the leader of the Dragon Dojo, former World Heavyweight Champion, Daniel Bryan. Now the two are going to slug it out. In Dragon's corner. Boom! Boom! Super kick shrugged off. Enziguri ends the fight there for Daniel Bryan and Will Ospreay. Thinks better of things. If you want to strike, he's going to tag in Aleister Black and he can strike with him. Daniel Bryan quickly tagging out to a man that will tie Aleister up rather than striking with him, though you see that battle, quickly won by the mid-kicks of Aleister Black, and off the ropes he comes. Oh, scissor kick to the mush. At his leisure, Aleister Black can kick Jonathan Gresham in the head. Dude's only like 5'4", that's not even going to stretch him that widely. You would think the Dragon Dojo side would want to team up or pair Daichi Hashimoto with Aleister Black, as they both are real kicky, but for whatever reason, Jonathan Gresham is the man assigned to guard the dangerous Dutchman, Aleister Black. from Amsterdam, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least billed from there. Gresham into a pin there, a surprising 2 count. Black must be winded, then he lets on. Oh, nice combination of strikes there. Buys Alistair time to get Will Ospreay into the match, and in comes Daniel Bryan again, as you can see. They're clearly pairing off Ospreay and Daniel Bryan in this encounter as well. Bailey, I appreciate your passion for the action of GWA, but please don't injure yourself or your wall. Hope you didn't hurt yourself too badly. Big diving headbutt there from Daniel Bryan. End of the cover. 2. Almost gets the job done as you see the other Dragon Dojo members able to run interference. Daniel Bryan in the right part of town. A second one to Will Ospreay. Too close to the ropes this time. Pete Dunne into a quick cover here. Almost getting the job done there after a quick double team. Things just sort of, you can tell they're at the point of being about to boil over. But no, Daniel Bryan with a quick roll-up ends hostilities before things explode into further melee. Just like that. Not quite the success that the team of Dunne, Black, and Ospreay were hoping for. But I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch between these 6. And especially on the right-hand side of this equation, in the red corner. That's a very interesting team. I don't think they gave their best showing by a long shot. Nonetheless, on to bigger and better things, as we got another title match. As another Dragon Dojo member, Walter, is going to defend their Stardom Championship against perennial contender AJ Styles. Let's get ready to fly. Ooh, wearing the lime green tonight is AJ Styles, of course, representing the newest faction here in the GWA, Los Ricos, the Rich, led by Rey Mysterio. I believe that fella knows a thing or two about getting paid. Other members are, of course, AJ Styles, Shane Taylor, Zeus, and the recently signed Roosh, fresh from Ring of Honor, who now despise us for taking their talent. Walter there absorbing the early onslaught from the Phenomenal One. AJ showing off his athleticism. That's stuck with him through his 20-year career. And if you think he's springy and flippy and creative now, you should have seen him when he was in his 20s flying all over the place. It's like the circus came to town. Oh, Dominic, you will be pleased to know I actually added to the universe, so they are somewhere out there, up where they belong. Available to eventually be possibly hired. But if I were to replace anybody, I don't know, they're all winners. I could see AJ branching off to do their own thing. It's always a possibility. He's certainly not in need of a faction. I don't think ever really had been. But he's in here because he likes money. And I remember that he was in Fortune. So here he is as a big part of the Ray community. Oh, Gojira Crutch. There by Walter. We're going to choke out AJ Styles. Nothing doing. Styles able to break the hold. True, but in the case of the Demon Club and an AJ Styles, that's too many chiefs.
5 minutes gone.
You know? Like, he should be the de facto leader of any group that sort of is made up of ex-Bullet Club people, in my opinion, even though I know Finn Balor was the original leader. But internationally, I feel like AJ Styles should be the leader of that thing. Or at least is the bigger name of the two. So I think he's bigger than the Demon Club at this point.
1, 2.
Yeah, and Power Struggle is exclusively a New Japan pay-per-view, so we're gonna avoid such things. For now, though, he's enjoying his role in Los Ricos, as he hopes to bring further fame and fortune to members of that faction. Vulture, of course, trains with the other members of Dragon Dojo. That's how they were founded. Ray and AJ were like, who wants to get rich and help us get richer? And some hands shot up. Mind you, they recruited all the members. Don't get me wrong, I'm just teasing. Definitely on the basis of, alright, well, factions seem to be a big thing in the league, so let's get into faction and try to get more title opportunities and try to get further up the card. That starts with a big win here today. Those elbows should do a lot. We're scrambling the brains of Big Walter. Oh no. Not even enough to suplex the big champion. Here trying to defend their stardom belt. Once again, AJ unable to suplex Walter. Eats one of his own. Oh man, got him up for a snap backdrop that time. That was nasty. Threw all his weight into that one. And Walter replies in kind, folding AJ in half. Ooh, tough call. I would definitely consider it. We do have room on the roster. 1, 2, 3. Just like that, a big boot. Wow, Walter caving in the chest of AJ Styles, who kind of was beyond the 8 ball for the last few minutes of that. Could not withstand. Just ground down by that slow-moving golem. Walter just stealing the win out of AJ. May have broken a rib. All you need to do is make them unable to kick out for a count of 3, and that's exactly what Walter did. And he remains Stardom champion in a shocker. Yeah, I thought that didn't really get a chance to get out of second gear, really. Alright, speaking of the Demon Club, Finn Balor and Bronson Reed are representing it to face Los Ricos members Zeus and Rush. It's almost as though we were just talking about them. Let's get down to the ring. Nothing settled between any of the factions here. Constant power struggles. I mean, constant struggles for... constant power struggles. We'll use the words. They don't own the terms. It's like we're not lifting all the faction ideas from New Japan in the first place, just doing it in North America. Looking at you, AEW. Mind you, gotta flesh out some of your factions. Yes, I will make special note not to simulate the Sami Callihan match. I believe they're in the semi-main event tonight, or maybe third down from the top. Oh no, they're coming up against Xavier Woods soon. Good eye, good eye. You see the leader of the Demon Club tagging out to one of the more powerful members, Bronson Reed. Doc Gallows on assignment in Japan currently. I think I sent them to New Japan. Tagging in now to Los Ricos members Rush. Zeus, of course, came to us from All Japan with that title. Or sorry, came to us from All Japan with that title, which we then sent back to All Japan, or which then Suwama won from Zeus to earn its way back into All Japan, which is another reason we brought them in, hoping they would take the MLW title back to All Japan with them as well. But no stranger to fame or fortune in his home country, but looking to make more of an international splash here in Los Ricos. Rush, handpicked by Rey Mysterio, who had a little Latin flair to the group, and to help a fellow Latino reach the pinnacle of the business. Gotta do it for the community, you know? Back in comes Finn Balor now against Zeus. Both teams tagging up. I don't think Finn's gonna win this, but I could be surprised. Nope. Shots by Zeus getting the better of Finn Balor there. And a big punch from the powerhouse. Quick DDT from Finn trying to level the playing field. So IRL, Roosh is also looking to leave Ring of Honor for something larger. A lot of people want to get in that system, man. If you can hang around NXT, plenty of room on 205. As long as you're getting matches on television, you're going to be employed. Or, Roosh in New Japan in the junior division would be dope. Since he already has that Ring of Honor connection. Bronson Reed tagged back in. It's the aforementioned Roosh here. Both teams here going back and forth. Neither with a clear advantage to this point, as far as I can tell. Still a bit of a feeling out process. Roosh fairly new to the organization here, and certainly unfamiliar with tagging with Zeus. Meanwhile, Finn Balor and Bronson Reed have been part of the Demon Club for, gosh, it's got to be like a year and a half of in-game time now, if not longer. No, it's probably years by now. I forget when they formed. It's pretty early. Zeus now being tagged in, trying to match power for power with Bronson Reed. Smart move there on the Los Ricos side, but then Finn calling for the tag. We go back to Finn and Juice. Sipping on Finn and Juice. No, that's not right. They're slugging it out, our Finn and Zeus. Oh, definitely getting the better of this exchange. To this point is Zeus with a big flipping slam there, but both men up at the same time. Finn escapes to the corner, and back in comes Bronson Reed. Finn in a world of trouble right now, needs to get out to the apron, catch their breath in a big way. Bronson Reed though, sit out powerbomb, 2! Almost put Zeus down. I saw him hit that brainbuster to Zeus earlier. But a bad blood brewing between these two. In comes Roosh now. Roosh and Reed. Oh, big drop kick to the mush. Bronson Reed loves that brainbuster and that big old splash off the top. Roosh, I believe, employs a double stomp, if I'm not mistaken, as does Finn Balor to a degree, as well as that 1916 elevated DDT. Zeus will be looking to hit a choke slam and or a jackhammer. Oh, big double clothesline there. Break the collarbone of Roosh. Finn Balor with that backhand slicing chop across the eyes. Roosh unable to hit that clothesline. Gets level with another clothesline, or excuse me, that suplex. Hits level with a clothesline, but hits a super kick into a cover. Reed able to break it up just in time. Zeus unable to block that. That could have been all. Zeus now in against Finn Balor. There's that choke slam into the cover immediately. Bruce has got a tag up. Runs interference, but Balor's still out at 2. Distracted though against Roosh. Here comes Zeus out of the corner. Oh, what a clothesline! But Balor pops right back up. Haven't seen that out of Zeus before. Oh, and a pair of clotheslines delivered simultaneously. To heck with your head and neck. Bronson Reed sent in the corner though by Zeus. Setting him up, perching him up now. Reed counters. Powerbomb off the top. 1, 2. No! Zeus kicks out. Holy crap! A super bomb. And he kicks out. Zeus works his way back to his corner, but has to get Finn Balor out of the way first. Roosh tagged in legally. I don't know how Zeus survived that. That was wild. But now we have a mismatch of opponents, so we got Bronson Reed and Zeus on the floor. Balor and Roosh on the inside of the ring. Reed's got a chair now. Starting to work over Zeus with it. Oh no. Meanwhile in the ring, Finn Balor. Gut buster to Roosh. Super kick to Finn Balor. I think Roosh wanted to go for a tag there, but he realized there was nobody in the corner. Off the ropes he comes, big drop kick. Meanwhile, outside the ring, I think Zeus is trying to get Bronson Reed back in by way of pushing him through the pole in the corner. That's not going to work, Zeus. Jackhammer on the floor to Bronson Reed. Can't pin him, but that does a lot of damage. Back in they go. Reed able to tag out to Finn Balor, who had dizzied Roosh. Smartly done there by Demon Club. Now we got Bronson Reed and Zeus are going to go at it. Oh, sorry. Zeus and Finn Balor. My apologies. 1916 to Zeus! Into the cover, but the wrong side of the ring as Roosh is able to break it up at one easily. Bronson Reed making sure Zeus can't take advantage. Oh, poor timing there. Both men down, but Zeus pops right back up. Pulls Balor to his feet so they can slug it out. Oh, big backhand chop. No. Zeus absorbs it and hits a beefy clothesline. And then follows it up with a supersized clothesline. Tells Finn Balor to bring it on. And so he does. 1916 on the top of his head. Dragged away from the rope. Into the cover. 1, 2. Roosh able to break up the pin at 2. That would have been it for sure. Choke slam from Zeus. Thought about tagging, but then thought better of it. Made an ill-advised pin attempt too close to the ropes there. Oh, but Roosh sending Finn to the floor. Again, messing things up for Los Ricos. They're not able to get Roosh in legally. Zeus is in a big bad way at the moment. Looks like they're going to try to fight their way out of it, though. Oh, jackhammer on the floor might do the trick. Meanwhile, in the ring, Bronson Reed keeping Roosh at bay. Oh, no. Gut buster there. Finn Balor able to roll back into the ring. Zeus now back into the ring. 1916 to Zeus again. Into the cover. Roosh tags up. 2. Breaks up the pin attempt again and gets leveled with a clothesline. Zeus just throws Finn to the ground there. Oh, absorbs a drop kick to the chest and in comes Roosh. Bronson Reed tagged in on the other side. As we crest 25 minutes gone in this tag match. Oh my God, Jay Driller! Double underhook pile driver. Bronson Reed somehow able to kick out. Balor not able to break up that pin, was caught in the ropes there. Bronson Reed smartly creating a bit of time and space, sends Roosh to the floor. Balor follows him out. Another Samoan drop to Zeus on the inside. This is getting wild. Big DDT on the outside to Roosh there. Reed plants Zeus with the brainbuster. 1916 to Roosh on the floor. Los Ricos are in a world of trouble. Oh, just braining Roosh with those elbows. Balor and Roosh had a bit of a stalemate there for a moment. And a gutbuster by Balor, who says this is it. Now joining Bronson Reed on the floor to double team Zeus. Big DDT there. Roosh just waiting, catching his breath, as Zeus is a sacrificial lamb to both members of the Demon Club here. What is going on? Zeus at the mercy of these two men. You can see him rolling around, clutching his neck at this point. Fighting his way free, grabbing a second chair because one wouldn't do. Picks up both of his opponents who just roll back into the ring. Roosh patiently waiting for Bronson Reed, who is the legal combatant. Why would you tag Zeus in now? He's near death. What is going on the team of Los Ricos? It means there's a good possibility they might be injured, yeah. Rolling around clutching their neck like that. I hope they're not, but they could be. We just watched Luchasaurus to a second broken neck in their GWA career. Oh, big backhand chop to the already injured head and neck of Zeus. Flippin' slam. I don't know what that's called, but it's a flippin' slam. As we pass half an hour of this tag match. Oh gosh. Zeus back out to the floor once again. Roosh comes in to drop kick Finn Balor in the back so he can't take advantage. Now both men making tags to their fresh partners. I don't know how fresh they're going to be half an hour deep into this slugfest. Roosh and Bronson Reed now. Legal for Los Ricos and Demon Club respectively. Headbutt sends Bronson down. Oh, misses the double stomp in the corner. Trying to set Reed up for it again, I think. Nope. Decides he's not worn down enough. Big Samoan drop by Bronson. Roosh floors the big man. Appeals to the crowd. Says this is it. Off the ropes he comes. Big drop kick to the chest there. Hooks the leg deep. 2. No. Bronson Reed kicks out. Sees Zeus running interference there. Tying up Finn Balor. Big belly to belly. Impressive power there from Roosh. Up top he goes again. Waiting for Bronson to stand. Missile drop kick to the chest. Hooks the leg again. 2. No. Bronson Reed eats 2 huge drop kicks to the chest from Roosh. Kicks out after both. Up top he goes once more. Double stomp to the chest this time. Dragging him away from the ropes. Cover. 1, 2, 3. That is it. Bronson Reed. Oh, and Roosh celebrates. Feeling very tranquilo. The chest of Bronson Reed cannot handle that third essential, like those 2 missile drop kicks and then that double foot stomp. It's essentially 6 feet to your chest and you get buried by Roosh. What a tag contest. Let me just pencil in that they get a tag title shot at some point depending on what happens later. Holy moly. Who was that team that just won? That was Zeus and Roosh. Let me just jot that down. Now we have a roster that's so large, I can do stuff like this where the non-title matches I can absolutely deserve an opportunity. I can like just jot this stuff down and make sure it affects the booking later. Okay, this is our last match before our debuting talent, and we're going to make sure not to skip either of the contests. First up though, Sami Callihan. Happy to get on TV this time. In defense of their NXT Junior Heavyweight title. We lost the footage of them winning the belt, but we're gonna have to take their word for it. No, we're kidding. Well, people were there live, the officials and stuff. We know it's legit. Let's go to the ring for their first defense against Xavier Woods, who we haven't seen for a few months now. Sometimes people get lost, as we've said, we have the largest pro wrestling roster in this universe. I was assuming that other organizations would be signing people as readily as I would, but it seems I'm the only one building a brand, but away we go. One day I'm going to play this on hard mode and then give like all the in-game promotions like half their real roster and then give me like the other half to play with. Something like that. Make it real tough. Because we're cruising. Look at us. We just sold out a football stadium. And we got Sami Callihan and Xavier Woods in match 7 for the NXT Junior Championship. The second most prestigious Junior Championship in all of the GWA. Second only to the GWA Junior title itself. Xavier Woods described as a jack of all trades, master of none. Just sort of a kind of a piecemeal, come as you are. No real flow to his moveset, or at least nothing that I can determine. Oh no, NXT, we're murdering NXT. Nope, sorry about that. Listen, I gave titles back to all the other ones, but they already hate us, and there's nothing I can do about it, so nope, we're gonna kill some of the American competition. That's like literally our biggest competitor, I think. No, we're gunning for them. They can get along without their titles. They're still doing fine. For now. Nope, I literally took both of those titles and as I signed talent, so I didn't even need matches for those. That's not even robbery. That's just contract negotiation, that is. Ha ha ha. Stardom is defunct, so I can't even give those back if I wanted to. Oh! Stretch muffler from Sami Callihan. A favorite of his. Work on the legs of Xavier Woods. Never a silly move to attack the legs of your opponent. Affects literally everything about them. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. Pat knows all about that. Don't think they don't. Xavier Woods content to let Sami Callihan re-enter the ring after sending him to the floor. Probably the wiser of the two options. If you want to follow Sami out there where there are no rules, that's exactly what Sami Callihan would want. Off the ropes he comes now. Big sliding D. Forearm to the side of the head of Xavier Woods. Up top goes Woods. Back elbow. That Tenryu style back elbow that he's famous for. 1, 2. I say a hodgepodge of moves, that doesn't really make sense, but he has that brainbuster and the Tenryu elbow, so shout out to Gentiro Tenryu. Oh, and that Shining Wizard! 1, 2! Maybe it's a sort of best of Puro that I'm just not aware of. But like 80s and aughts. Oh! Big pile driver from Callihan. Speaking of bread and butter, Sami Callihan has feasted on many a victory with that pile driver. Oh, Xavier Woods. Nice counter there. Into the second back elbow. Callihan wears that chest and back protector. That might have saved him. Xavier Woods tells him to kiss his hiney. Off the ropes he goes. Big missile drop kick again into that chest protector as you see Callihan able to pop up first. Into a complete shot. Must have been taught that by Scott Steiner. Folding up Xavier Woods here. That doesn't look pleasant. It can't feel pleasant. This is a clothesline there. It's able to send Woods into the corner. Nope, Woods fights out. The crafty challenger getting the better of the champion to this point, it seems. Oh, hoping to even the odds. With that big exploder suplex off the ropes is Callihan. Both men missing wildly. Into the corner goes Woods again. Callihan sets him up, facing the crowd. What's he have in mind here? We'll never know. Woods, whoa! What a dazzling counter into that head scissors takeover. Off the ropes he comes now. Hits a big clothesline. Not enough to daze Callihan as he responds to the clothesline in kind. And a backdrop now. Oh! Drop kick to the back of Callahan's head. Got him rolled up. Got him! Xavier Woods! Knocked Sami Callihan smooth out with that drop kick to the back of the head. And able to roll him up. And just like that, we've got a new NXT Junior Heavyweight Champion. Oh my, oh my. Let me get out my clipboard. In a showing the crowd absolutely adored, and I can't say I blame them. What a contest. Xavier Woods showing off some flash and some new moves after I criticized his moveset a little bit. As you can see, coming up in our next contest, debuting Hikaru Shida, in addition to our junior division, is here to take on Dragon Dojo's Johnny Gargano. So, excuse me for 1 second as I update our NXT Junior Championship. Say this quick. Callihan will be back and stronger than ever, don't you worry. Remember, there are 2 other junior titles as well as all the tag belts. That, well, actually every heavyweight title is also open weight. Anything not a junior title, juniors can also contend for. It's just heavyweights that can't go for junior belts. It's the only difference. Alright. Speaking of our junior division, we are once again showcasing it with a brand new talent. The GWA roster, please welcome to the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle, Hikaru Shida! Seen here in her Tifa cosplay against Johnny Gargano, repping, I believe, Guardians of the Galaxy, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's got her eye makeup and everything. That's cool. I mean, it's only a couple of pixels, but I appreciate the attention to detail. Johnny Gargano sporting a bit of a 5-head in this game. Is that a sign of things to come for the Gargano hairline? Oh, big powerbomb there for Sheeta. No count, says senior official Mr. Bigfoot. Senior Sasquatch! Gargano showing off his athleticism early. Keep tripping over my tongue. Sheeta now sends Gargano to the floor. Her first time in a GWA ring. Gonna have to get used to the size and the scope of the thing. Oh, big knee in the corner there. Sheeta wearing Gargano down. Crowd seems to be getting behind her. Behind both these competitors. They're just here for a good fight, and aren't we all? I see them trading elbows now. Gargano getting the better of that exchange. And dropping Sheeta with a suplex. I believe he was trying to maneuver her out of the ring there, but unable to do so. Elbow to the back of the head, doesn't drop Sheeta. Another head scissor now from Gargano. Thinks he's got it in the bag. Showing off his power. Not quite the roll at the moment is Gargano. Northern Lights, center of the ring, 2! Almost put Sheeta down. Almost ruining the debut of our newest signee to the junior division. Gargano was looking for the Gargano escape there, but Sheeta blocked it. Sheeta's got to get it back into this thing in quickly. Gargano going up top. Big elbow drop to the back. Into the Gargano escape. Excellently done here from Johnny Gargano. Can't fault him for that. Mr. Bigfoot in perfect position, but Sheeta able to break the hold. She's got a long way to go to climb back into this one. Snaps off another head scissors. Gargano up top again. Drop kick to the stomach, or sorry, drop kick. Drops an elbow to the stomach this time. Super kick there. Now locking Sheeta up. What is this? Figure 4 variation with an ankle lock applied by Johnny Gargano here. Showing he's well versed in submissions. Another complete shot. Dropping Sheeta into a cover, 2. Sheeta kicks out. Gotta start rolling here, Sheeta. Into the corner she's sent. Gargano just beating Hikaru Sheeta down at this point. The past 4 minutes now or so. Things decidedly going the Gargano way. Oh, big boot to the midsection drops Sheeta. Off the ropes. She sends Gargano though. Nice. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker there. But sent into the corner. Running Bulldog from Hikaru.
10 minutes gone.
As we approach the 10-minute mark here. Gargano looking to put Sheeta away. Trying to finish her off quickly before she can build any more momentum. Here's that praying super kick of his. Sheeta pops right back up. Nice Joshi-style body slam there. Get a little extra torque if you hook the trunks underneath. Gargano off the ropes. Oh, big spear from Johnny. And again, Sheeta pops right back up and responds with a big Joshi slam. Elbows to the face now from Sheeta. They take turns working on each other's arms. Arm whip there. Sends Sheeta down. Gargano again trying to get her set up for the escape. Sheeta having none of it. Trading elbows once again. Enziguri from Gargano. Elbow to the back of the head this time. Into the Gargano escape. Center of the ring. That'll do it. Hikaru Shida. A valiant effort in her debut. But a veteran of the GWA ring, Johnny Gargano, spoils her debut party with a Gargano escape. Ooh, the crowd was not happy that Shida didn't do well. That's okay, Shida. Maybe I'll put you against Callahan next week, or next month. Alright. Oh, look, we do have the tag team titles being defended, as Naomichi Marufuji and Samoa Joe are teaming up to face Demon Club's Tony Storm and Penta El Cero M. There's not enough room in the Fire Pro game to put Penta El Cero Miedo. So just pretend that that's his whole name. Whatever it may be. Pentagon Jr. forever in our hearts, but for legal reasons, Penta El Cero M. As always, the creature on feature, Mr. Bigfoot. Tony Storm starting things off for your Tag Team Championship team against Naomichi Marufuji here. No quick cover. No count. I think that's just generally trying to wear Tony Storm down. Maybe try to catch them unawares. As you see Samoa Joe looking on from the apron there. Should be quite the formidable challenge for the champions, despite having not really teamed much before. Samoa Joe and Naomichi Marufuji no stranger to singles success internationally, so combining their powers, see how they do against a regular team here, both as part of the Demon Club faction and indeed as reigning tag team champions, Tony Storm and Penta El Cero M. Strong Zero Fear. Whoa! Hey, that's the thing that puts together their or Strong Cero Miedo. It puts together both of their moves. As we see Penta for the first time now against Joe. Both teams freshening up competitors. Nice double team suplex there. On the largest man in the matchup, Samoa Joe. Penta and Joe going to work on one another right now. Trading blows. Penta putting everything he had into that elbow to silence that conversation for the moment. But Joe sending Penta to the floor. Does the sportsmanlike thing and allows him to gather himself in return. I don't think we're going to see that later in the match, but it's nice to see early on. Oh, sending Joe to the floor again as Tony is the legal combatant. I think the champions are hoping to double team Joe while they can out here on the floor, as we see all four wrestlers now out there. Penta El Cero M fending off both challengers there. And then we got a couple of singles contests going on. Joe rolled back into the ring. And as such, that breaks up the melee. As we're down to Joe and Tony. Now we got Marufuji and Storm in there. Challenger's quick to make some tags. Try to keep that singles matchup going, you know what I mean? Like they're clearly pairing off Marufuji and Storm for whatever reason. They're clearly pairing off Joe and Penta. I believe that's more the overall, like, these are the two more traditionally dangerous members of each team, so let's have them duke it out as much as we can. And as these matches progress, you'll see them adjust that strategy, try to catch the other team off guard. Sort of whoever blinks first tends to be in the losing side of things in terms of early momentum advantages, as you see a roll up there, just getting a 1. And by and large, they will just beat the holy crap out of one another until one team is left standing. And I couldn't be happier to be here with all of y'all to enjoy it. Marufuji working Penta back into the challenger corner. You see he's going for a tag to Joe there while Penta was down. No such doing. As Penta fights back to his feet. Big package pile driver there at Marufuji. Wrong part of town to do the cover in though. Just a 1 count. Joe easily able to break that up. Tony Storm remaining on the apron. Marufuji again, a second package pile driver delivered by Penta LCRM. Another cover, more towards the center, but without Tony Storm running interference, Joe easily able to break up that pin attempt. Meanwhile, Marufuji now has been dumped on his head twice. Now finally able to tag out, and Samoa Joe is legal. Marufuji able to take some respite on the apron. At least for the moment. Oh, Bailey, thanks for hanging. Enjoy the rest of your day. Penta nicely drops Joe with those elbows, keeping him in the champion corner. Tagged in fresh. Tony Storm, huge kudo driver there. Oh, thought you might go for the cover. Pulls Joe back up. Didn't think that was going to do the trick, but Joe able to muscle Tony Storm back into the challenger's corner now. Oh. Big senton splash. Into there, the strong zero, the tiger driver from Tony Storm. Oh, gut check time. For Samoa Joe. Being hit with some heavy offense now from the champions. Another strong zero. Wrong side of the ring though. Marufuji kicked to the back, breaking up the pin at 1. Storm satisfied to let Joe make a tag so that she can tag in Penta. Now we got Penta and Marufuji. Marufuji, remember, has already eaten 2 package pile drivers into that hurricane driver. Just a 2. I don't think he would have survived if Joe hadn't been there to break it up. Neither challenger feeling very good at this point of the matchup. Seem to be going the champion's way. 15 minutes in, big chop there. Penta pops back up. The second one doesn't even drop him. Third package pile driver of the match to Marufuji. Fourth coming up. Into a cover, center of the ring, 1, 2. Joe able to break it at 2. But at what point do you take mercy on your partner and their future career? Marufuji with a pair of kicks there. Dropping Penta, picks him up to distract him so Joe can sneak up from behind. Coquina clutch. Tony Storm able to break that up. Interesting strategy from the challengers there, almost paying dividends. Distracting Penta, Joe going behind again. Oh, German suplexes him into the corner, into the cover. 1, 2. Penta able to kick out. Tony Storm not able to get there in time. Package pile driver to Joe now. Out of desperation. A huge package pile driver from Penta. Trying to work his way and able to tag in Tony Storm now. Penta's got to shake off the offense he's suffered recently. Tony Storm fresh in the matchup for the championship squad. Repping the Demon Club. Oh, Joe holding Storm for Marufuji to kick her in the midsection. Attempting the strong zero, but can't get Joe over. Probably due to that kick she just suffered. Marufuji and Storm now your legal combatants. Joe getting out of dodge while the getting's good. Marufuji with a huge kick to the head. No! Tony Storm not only shrugs it off, but uses her head as a weapon. Big headbutt there. Marufuji recovers. Dragon screw. Back and forth they go. German suplex into a bridge. Too close to the ropes. Tony Storm able to get her foot on the middle rope there. Mr. Bigfoot breaking the cover. Missile drop kick to the back. Marufuji pops back up. Shooting star press to the back. Rolls her over. 1, 2. No. Tony Storm kicks out. Champions and challengers both reeling in this contest at this point. Could be anyone's ball game. Oh, sweep the leg, Johnny. Down goes Marufuji. Penta with another package power driver. That's what, number 5? 1, 2. Samoa Joe again breaking it up at 2. For the sake of Marufuji's neck, I hope this match ends fairly soon. Oh, off the ropes with a nice Samoan drop, from Samoa Joe. Making maximum use of the momentum, catching him fresh off the ropes there. Throws Joe over. Off the ropes once more. Another big Samoan drop from Joe. Dragging Penta away from the ropes. Chops him down. STF. Mr. Bigfoot over. This could do it. Tony Storm may be able to break it up. Joe does it. Joe taps Penta El Zero Web, and we've got new tag team champions. Marufuji and Samoa Joe. What a contest. Challengers able to fight their way back and earn themselves the tag team gold. Never let it be said that you have to join a faction in order to see success here in the GWA. Samoa Joe and Marufuji are your new tag team champs. Also listen to this song. Yeah! Woo! Alright, gotta keep rolling, gotta keep rolling. We have new tag team champions with an STF, expertly applied by the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. Oh, that was our semi-main. It's time for the main event. The GWA Heavyweight Championship is on the line as your champion, Bray Wyatt, the head of Camp Firefly, puts the title on the line against Kota Ibushi, and I don't think this matchup has happened anywhere in the world. And you're about to see it right here as we stroll down the gnarly wrestling aisle for the last time. This is our main event of the first card today. As always, senior official, a Sasquatch. Kota Ibushi, most recently GCW champion. Bray Wyatt requesting they challenge for the world title. Impressed, I believe, with the performances of Kota Ibushi, both in defense and even in defeat in that GCW division. Sort of the opening match division, let's call it. So strategically the champion, hoping to find an impressive but ultimately beatable challenger, Kota Ibushi, hoping to prove themselves anything but beatable and to make the most of this opportunity to be at the top of the mountain here in the GWA. Let's see how they do against the Fiend, who of course will be looking to hit that Sister Abigail, or to choke you out, I suppose, or make you pass out, or just gross you out with the mandible claw to the point of submission, or unconsciousness in the case of their match against Roman Reigns. As you can hear Kota putting everything they have into those kicks. Into an ankle lock now from Ibushi. Smart strategy here again. Taking the legs out of your opponent pretty much ruins everything they can do. Their mobility, a lot of their offense. Knee to the mask there. Bray shrugs it off into a powerbomb. Early 2 count against Kota. Snaps off a suplex. You gotta keep coming for the Fiend. Kota Ibushi knows that. And a superhuman ability to absorb punishment displayed by the Fiend Bray Wyatt. As you see the mandible claw now.
Give up. Give up.
Far enough away from the ropes to tease Kota Ibushi with it, but Kota able to break the hold.
Give up.
Thankfully. But a heck of a mountain to climb as you see Sister Abigail there. From Bray Wyatt into the cover, too. Kota out again. Just slamming Kota to the mat. Huge headbutt there. This is all Fiend. Ducking the big clothesline. Another headbutt sends Ibushi down. Off the ropes he goes, though. Spikes him with a Frankensteiner. Shooting star press into a cover. Just a 1 count against the Fiend. Kota Ibushi's got to stay on him. Rolls him up, but too close to the ropes. Bray Wyatt taking his time to catch his breath. Slow and steady wins the race as Bray Wyatt needs the championship belt to prove it. You gotta strike hard and fast at the Fiend, and you have to keep coming with everything you have. Do you get that sense that he's finally worn down enough? Kota Ibushi's feeling it. Kamigoye knee strike into the cover. 1, 2. Just a 2 count against Bray Wyatt. Oh no, Mr. Bigfoot hit. Mr. Bigfoot down. This means that they would be able to get away with doing some shenanigans, but both competitors too focused on one another to bother breaking the rules. German suplex! Almost gets the pin! Almost upsets the champion! Kota pouring it on now! Oh, but Bray fends him off. Big diving fist drop. I think that was low. I think it was a fist to the dingling. Oh, poor timing there. But Kota just bounces off the chest of Bray Wyatt. Bray doesn't go down. Kota does. Slips underneath. Oh, meets that modified Uranagi once more. Bray able to take his time and catch his breath after every major move. Kamigoye coming up, says Kota Ibushi. Here it is. Second one of the matchup. Rolls him over, but way too close to the ropes. You can see the blood not quite in the eyes of Mr. Bigfoot, but certainly that laceration is going to slow them down in the officiating of this main event contest for the remainder. Keep an eye on that as things progress. Kota Ibushi now off the ropes. Fiend back up before he can perform whatever move he had in mind. Back and forth they go. Kota giving it everything he's got with those kicks. Drops Bray Wyatt again. Another kick, this time to the midsection. Into the corner goes the Fiend. Kota setting him up into the tree of Joey Lawrence. Working the midsection, trying to commit Grand Theft Oxygen and steal the air out of the Fiend Bray Wyatt. He says this is it. Pulling away from the ropes for a third Kamigoye. Third Kamigoye knee strike of the match into the cover. 1, 2. No! Bray kicks out again. Ibushi fights off whatever Bray had in mind. Spikes him again with another Frankensteiner. Go Ibushi, go! Shate palm strike under the chin. Dropped again with that Uranagi. Kota fights him off. Mid kicks. Drops the Fiend once more. Kick to the back this time. Pulling Bray up. Mandible Claw! That's it! Just like that, we talked about his superhuman ability to absorb punishment. And just like that, Kota Ibushi taps to the Mandible Claw. The winner and still your GWA champion, Bray Wyatt. A valiant effort from the challenger, but not enough. Not quite enough. All right, first shows in the books. That was 95% overall, I think, or something ridiculous. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong stat. Yep. Yeah, only 3 belts, or only 2 belts changed hands. Whoa! 72,000 people? There is no bigger venue, baby! Holy moly, okay, it was 89 overall. We filled it. All right, new 6-person champs in DDT. Cheeseburger is the ROH Junior Champion. Okay, Kanda and Yashi are Dragon Gate Junior Champs, or Junior Tag Champs. Ooh, baby! NXT wants to work with us? Oh, you do you? I'm sure you do. Dragon Gate's interested. NXT doesn't want anything to do with us. October. Noah scouted Arai. Does that mean you signed them? Because please tell me that. Or does that just mean they're available? Is that Kenshiro Arai? Oh, Naomi? That's cool. Oh, Dalton Castle wants money. We just sent them to DDT and now they're back. So let's... Okay, Cash and Castle. Cash we tried to send to New Japan and New Japan didn't want them. I don't know why I got to pay you more money, Cash Wheeler. You don't really do anything for me. But you're on the roster. Cash, Dalton. Who else? Anybody else got grievances? Nope, that's it. Yay! We're getting more popular in Latin America. Okay, let's do these consultations real quick. Human resources. Consultation. What's up, Cash? There you go. Maximum raise. How's that? How's that for you? And Dalton Castle. Hey, buddy. How you doing? There you go. Everyone has their own individual rate, and I respect that. Let's save that real quick. All right, management. Let's do our training center maintenance. So we can fill a stadium at $60 a ticket. That's pretty cool. We need $10 million to expand our gym again. I think we have 42 out of 45 at the moment. I think that's right. I'll check in a second here. Merchandise, how'd we do? We sold out of everything we produced. The 65,000 fans were very happy. We got our $300,000 from our broadcast contract. Okay, so maintenance done. Records and health. Promo stats, yeah, 42 out of 45. We are a B in America and a C in Japan. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right. Hey, Japarka, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you kindly as we make that push toward 100. All right, let's save this. Okay, we've dealt with our contractual needs. We got, what do you do? Kings Road, America. Away you go. Send out our scout. Okay, save this. I think they just scouted Naomi. Oops, do not quit. Do not quit. Back up to human resources, please. Free agent North America. Let me just alphabetize everybody. I think they just unlocked Naomi. Let me take a look here. Feel the glow. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Kings Road. Feel the glow, the rear view, the flashing lights. I'm pretty sure I put in a bunch of Naomi's custom moves. Interesting. Something to consider for later. For now, I'm looking for a heavyweight, though. Nothing against Naomi. Let's see. I'm not going to steal anybody from any more promotions, because that's terrible. Like, I took AJ from WWE, and they forever hate us. I took Luchasaurus from AEW, and I broke his neck twice. Or he broke his neck twice. I've stolen from NXT. I've not taken anyone from DDT, or I've stolen from Ring of Honor. They hate us too. Dragon Gate I've left alone. All Japan I've left alone. Noah I've left alone. Impact I think I've left alone. I may have taken somebody from Impact. I may have taken somebody from the NWA. Pretty sure I haven't taken an... I've taken your title from the MLW, that's for sure. Okay. How's everybody feeling? Brian Pillman Jr. I've already brought in. This is the guy. I want to bring Davey Boy Smith Jr. in. Let's see if that works next time. Okay, first though, don't worry about anybody here. I'm just going to putz with the free agents and see who we have. These are organized by Fed and then alphabetized within that Fed. So these are sort of the WWE cast-offs, A to Z. I'm just looking at these names. I don't want anybody in their late 40s. I don't want Lars Sullivan for obvious reasons. Naomi would be a good addition, but we got juniors. We got juniors. How many do we have? We have 19 juniors and 23 heavyweights. Yeah, I want to go to 24 heavyweights. Ugh, yes. All too freaky is Lars Sullivan. Okay. Now we're into the, let me go down. Wesley Blake was the last one from WWE. These are the, well, that's an New Japan cast off. And then beginning with Abaddon, here's from AEW. Okay. Colt would be ridiculous. What would he even do? Alright. I offered Wardlow money like so many times to come in. Because I already have Brock, and like, wouldn't it be funny if I teamed up Brock and Wardlow and they have the F5 and the F10? I don't really see anybody that's really jumping off the page. Oh, now we're into Aaliyah starts NXT talent here. Nobody really jumps out at somebody that I need from NXT. Here starts Ring of Honor. I don't know why Josh Woods to me doesn't say showman whatsoever in presentation or moveset, but okay, I trust it. It does its own thing. No, way too old. Now we're into Impact territory. I don't know where they're coming from. How old's Josh Alexander? That wouldn't be bad. $35, not terrible. I then have to find a way to bring in Ethan Page too. Gotta unite the North. The Spinning Dwayne. Shortlisting Alexander or Page, because I wouldn't mind bringing both of them in, to be honest. To be the last two members of the heavyweight roster and then fill the last bit of junior talent for my 45 for now. I have to apologize to the families of like Kit Osborne and Richard Holiday because they were being discovered by my scouts before, and I thought they were fake people. But no, they are members of MLW, it turns out. So I apologize for not thinking they were real. Okay, here are people that have left promotions at the very bottom of this list. This is what I wanted to kind of get to. Are there any cast-offs that already have name value that I can kind of get into? This is where like a whole promotion goes down. So here's where GCW folded, so all the GCW talent is here. We have Hijota Park. Do we have LA Park? 56. The only problem, don't get me wrong, I love the chairman, and it would be fun to have LA Park versus Penta. I'll bring them in for a guest spot, but I wouldn't hire them because they're 56. And I don't want them like showing up for like 2 shows and then retiring. You know what I mean? That's a pretty good Matt Tremont. Huh. So this, oh yeah, this is GCW for sure. Jimmy Lloyd, Eli Everfly and Delilah Doom, Nate Webb, Nick F. and Gage. Why they're a junior heavyweight, I don't understand. What if I brought in Nick Gage and just made them and I could just turn them into a heavyweight by tweaking their edit? Because there's no way I would classify Nick Gage as a junior. I would put him toe-to-toe with anybody, just for sheer brutality. Oh, there's Adam Cole. A lot of people like him. Shinsuke worked for us and then quit. Drew's a little old for me. James Storm as well. Oh yeah, I gotta bring Brody back at some point. Because they have, that belt that they have is our 6-person tag team title. So I'm gonna try to have to bring them in for a show. Honestly, it's Nick Gage or Josh Alexander at this point. I know that's not necessarily heavyweight, like main event talent, but we can't fully or just solely populate our roster with that sort of thing. I mean, we kind of have, but at some point we have to just go with what we're offered, and I don't want to take out anybody else's talent anymore. I'm doing my very best not to do that anymore. Odinson would be great if I could also bring in Pero, but I don't know where Pero is. So until they show up, I can't bring in the end. Oh, Jewel Redmond. Yeah, but if I want to bring in a Jumping Tombstone, I'll... Alright, let me try. Put out feelers to... Where'd they go? Oops, way up here. Josh Alexander. Alright. I know you're a showman, but you're real cheap. I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to put on a good show. That's why I think... That's fine, don't worry about it. We're going to give you the tiniest bonus of all. Yeah, you're going to sign with us anyway, because we are the bestest. Cool. So, Luchasaurus. Hang on. Suwama is no longer in from All Japan. Luchasaurus is out. I'm just looking at my notes. Is looking at 3 more months of recovery time. We just signed Josh Alexander. Okay. I also hope that they are worth it. Save that. And then for the event, let's get Brody Lee in here so we can get our belt, get the belt off them hopefully. Oh, it cost less than last time we hired them. Thanks for coming in. Now coming in from MLW, Davey boy, what's up? You say you're in good condition, but your midsection and your neck say otherwise. Oh, by the way, Zeus didn't get hurt, so it would have told me if Zeus had gotten injured, so they're probably hurting, like they're not feeling well, but they didn't get injured, so that's good. Okay, Davey boy. Okay, so we got DBS Jr. in from MLW. Let me write that down. DBS Jr. Okay, let's get that booked as well. I've done my maintenance. I've hired someone. Yep. I've done my scouting. I do my okay. Book my event, and I'll I'll produce merchandise after. All right, title match. Opening up, we always open up with the GCW title. So Brock Lesnar let's put him against Cash Wheeler. You and your fancy rays. There you go, get Brock Lesnar in blue. There you go, welcome back. Alright, our main titles that I've already sort of futzed with over here are... Match number 10 is of course going to be the junior title, Scorpio Sky, against somebody involved in the... Oh no, I forgot to make note of whomever that would be. Oh well, let's take a look. Well, Hikaru Cheetah doesn't deserve it because they didn't win. Let's see. Anybody here impress? Everyone else, who else is that? Okay. Oh, where's Callahan? Failing upwards. Sami Callahan gets a shot. At the better belt? Failing upwards. That's hilarious. Who beat them? David Houston? No. Xavier Woods just beat them for the junior belt. Do I do Sammy? Or... who else is new and fun? Yeah, I can't do Sheeta yet. That's not right. Alright, I'll do Sammy, just for funsies. Whoa, old school. Current look Sammy's fine. And then we'll put a title match here. We'll do the 6-person belts. There we go. Put them against... Hope everybody's feeling well. I like this Dragon Dojo team. Gresham, Daichi Hashimoto, and Daniel Bryan. Because it can't be Firefly versus Firefly for sure. Alright, let's do this. Daichi. Gresham, who, as you can see, has 2 other 6-person tag team belts on them. A 6-person master. There. And for fun, we're going to do 2 out of 3 falls. So match 8. I'm going to write that down so I remember to... Match 8. 2 of 3. Change it back. I'll remind myself for later. Ooh. And then boop boop. Let's do another. Oops. Okay, starting from down here. Doot doot. Title match. The MLW belt, Jack Howard, against the visiting Davey Boy Smith. Best of luck, Davey Boy. Nice. Current look. Davey Boy Smith. And then boop, 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 title match. Oh, there we go. The Stardom Junior belt. Held by Mark Andrews. Who's feeling good? Didn't see Mustafa Ali last time. Marfuji's got a belt. Xavier's got a belt. Castle's on, but they're not very happy with us. We'll put you in a match, don't worry, buddy. I mean, you're getting on the card at least. Okay, I'm gonna go Mustafa. There we go. Mustafa Ali against the title he used to covet so much, the Stardom Junior Heavyweight belt. Boop boop. Let's configure one more title match, I think. We have the NXT title of David Houston defending against, let's say Roman Reigns, who has a WWE 6-person belt at the moment, I think. Look at that! That shirt says wreck everything and leave. Like, it's backwards at the moment just because of the way they're facing, but that's pretty dope. Or I can do a full Roman Reigns version. Tribal Chief. Okay, I think that's it for title matches. I did the Junior title, I did the 6-person title, I'm doing the NXT belt, I'm doing the Stardom Junior belt, I'm doing the GCW title, I'm doing the MLW title, because we gotta get rid of, quote-unquote, get rid of it. Okay, this heavyweight debut is going to be a little earlier than last time. No, maybe not, because we still have that 6-person match, so let's do a semi-main singles debut. This is a lot of pomp and circumstance coming in for... Oh, hang on. For Josh Alexander. That's dope. All the North gear. Nicely done. 1,500 people are like, who? I'm here for you, but who? Joe's got a tag belt. You got a belt. Everybody doing great. I just want to get a good match. So let's do you against Matt Robinson. Ye of the good matches. 6,500 people showed up to see Matt Robinson. So that's better. Okay, now I'm just going to tag maybe later. Let's see if we can do a 6-person here. 6-person. Who can we do? Up. Okay, we can do a tag match between them and them. We can do Demon Club stuff. Starting with Tony Storm. And then we'll do Welcome Back Doc Gallows. Yeah, get that paint all fired up. And then Bronson Reed. That's a formidable trio. Representing the Demon Club against... we can actually do 2 Camp Firefly 6-person tag team matches if we really wanted to. We're not gonna. We're gonna do... Okay, Zeus and Roosh can sit out. We'll do these 3. Shane Taylor. AJ Styles. Everyone's looking nice and colorful. Rey Mysterio. Do you have anything white and blue? That's not quite what we're going for. I don't care. You look how you like. Alright. Okay, so that's some faction representation. Let's do... tag team match here. What were you setting up for here? Man, I wish I could do like 6-person like scramble matches, everyone in their own corner type of thing. Would be dope. Who didn't I see last week? Well, pretty much everybody. You saw everybody. So let's just do like Dunn and Black. I like Dunn and Black. I like them together. I don't know why, but especially like the 2 out of the 3 of the 6-person they had last month. Dunn and Black very much impressed me. I don't know, just the sound of them together for whatever reason. Like it's Gargano and Walter. Captain America Johnny Gargano. And Walter's getting super fancy with the Red Sox. That's a fun match. We're almost at our... We almost filled this sucker. Okay, match number 7. Can we do another big 6-person? Actually, let's do less people. I wonder if I can bring in everyone I need with a singles match. Here I just did Thomas Walker hasn't wrestled in a while. But just did Thomas Walker. That brought in 2,000 people. Versus Karrion Kross. I'm gonna give... No, Karrion Kross should sit out. I'm gonna give... I kinda wanna do Penta. But what if I just did... I mean, people are just gonna show up. Oops. Too far, too far. Old school Penta. There, we filled up. There, we're just gonna do Thomas Walker versus Penta LCRM for no reason. Just for funsies. And we managed to fill everyone we can. I wonder if there's a card I can put together that can give me 80 bucks. I'll wait, I'll wait. We filled this sucker. Got lots of stuff going on. I don't feel good about this anymore. Hang on. We have so many people. Do an 8-person tag for no reason? No, it's coming off the heels or going into a 6-person tag team match. At most, I should do a tag team match here. So let's try that. We do Finn and Penta. Faction v non-faction, perhaps? We do a bit of that sometimes. No, they're hurting. They're okay to chill. They're okay to chill. Joe has a tag team and a tag team partner. They're a champion. Ospreay and Ibushi. He's just kind of throwing people together for the sake of throwing people together. Oh yeah, I wanted to give you all the Castle match because they were a beat. Whoops! Dropped my clipboard. Because they were a beat. Ooh. There. And we can now put it... Dalton Castle and Will Ospreay? Jack of all trades. Can I now... 17,000 people don't show up if I increase the price. Alright, that's just to try to keep people happy, get a lot of people on the card, everyone's showing up, so on and so forth. Or not. Okay, everyone's doing something. We got GCW bells, 6-person, MOW heavyweight, tag team match, Stardom Junior, NXT heavyweight. I wonder if I can switch these. Yeah. Stardom Junior, another tag team match, the NXT heavyweight title, David Houston, Roman Reigns, and then the 6-person. Hang on. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay, then a tag match. And then Roman Reigns versus David Houston for the NXT title, and then Matt Robinson versus the debuting Josh Alexander, and then the 6... Oh, hang on. Ha! It's specific to match position and not the match that you set, so I have to update my notes and such to let me know that I now need to adjust match 9 and not match 8. 9, please. And I made a note of Zeus and Roosh together as a team for later. Okay. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that just fine. Okay. Save that. Now we can go do our merchandise. Now we have 65,000 people this time. So I'm going to go up 50,000 snacks. Goods is our second least expensive. I'm going to do 10,000 goods. Masks, I'm going to do a run of 3,000 masks. Action figures, I'm going to do a run of 5. No, I'm going to do a run of 10. It's going to be a big old production. DVDs, I'm going to do 5. T-shirts, I'm going to do 5. Towels, I'm going to do 5. Oops. Photo collections, I'm going to do 5. There. Enjoy, everybody. I mean, it's a lot of the cheap stuff, but I like that, you know, you gotta keep them fed. That's my philosophy there, at least. Okay, everybody's good. Now, can I loan people out? Look at all these estranged. All the people that hate us. Okay, New Japan. How would you like Hikaru Shida to come hang out? No. Rude. How about Kota Ibushi? Yeah, I figured you would. Okay, at least you're sending somebody. Sorry, Hikaru. Alright, we've done everything we need to do. I think we're ready to proceed. Yeah, this is done. We did merchandise, contracts we don't need to worry about. We dealt with, yeah, Cash Wheeler and Dalton Castle wanted raises. We gave them raises and then we put them in matches to make them even happier. Produce a crap load of merch. These shows are getting real expensive to put on, but at the same time, we're starting to make a bit of bank, so. Everybody showed up. Everybody showed up. That's great, because in our opening contest, GCW Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar puts that title on the line against Cash Wheeler, making their return to GWA action after a couple of months off. Brock Lesnar hoping to spoil that welcome. Brock, as we know, looking to lead his opponents down the road to Suplex City before hitting that F5. Cash Wheeler has a lung blower or backstabber in Brock's future if they can help it. Also been using a figure 4 variation submission style. Varying degrees of singles success here in the GWA. Cash Wheeler sort of still really looking for that signature win to really cement themselves as a high-level player here in the organization. Despite being a former GWA champion, their reign was very short-lived. I believe it ended by Jack Howard, if I'm not mistaken. And I might very well be mistaken. Time off so far has been doing wonders for Cash Wheeler as they're taking the fight to Brock Lesnar. Lesnar looking to put a stop to that with those suplexes, as we said. Oh, big stiff elbow to the back of the neck of Wheeler there. I don't know if Wheeler is wise to slug it out with Brock, but here he goes. And down he goes with those left hands. No suplex now. Brock starting to establish himself. Doesn't take long for a man as powerful as Brock Lesnar to begin to wear their challengers down, and he very well knows that. He's built for power and not for endurance, is Brock Lesnar, though. It may surprise you what he's able to withstand and for how long. As you see Brock there showing off that he's got plenty left. Not really taking Cash Wheeler seriously to this point. I can't say I blame him. Suplex there into the corner is the challenger. Up first though is Wheeler. Nice display of guts. Brock getting a bit of a breather. Waiting for Wheeler to rise. So we can spike him into the turnbuckle there with another backdrop suplex. Brock Lesnar starting to have a bit of fun now. Oh, Wheeler fighting back. And Brock silencing with an F5. Unable to cover right away or at all is Brock Lesnar. More winded than we thought as champion. No. Seems to be shrugging it off once more. Wheeler in big time trouble after that F5. Rolling up Brock. Surprising him too. Just 2. Barely a 2 count there. Brock Lesnar able to get the shoulder up. The crowd very much into that backdrop for whatever reason. Or hip toss, whatever you want to call it. Rolled up again. 1, 2. Another 2 count. Brock shrugging it off again, but starting to be like the boy who cried wolf by trying to show that he's not in any danger as he's hooked. See, deep hook of the leg there. Cash Wheeler getting a little closer and a little closer on each one of these pin attempts. Brock Lesnar's got to be careful here. Up top he goes. Oh my God, a shooting star to Brock Lesnar. Right after I said he's got to be careful. He tries to replay the main event of WrestleMania 19. This time without landing on his face. Oh, drop-toed. Meanwhile, his face drop-toe holded into the turnbuckle there from challenger Cash Wheeler. Continuing to chip away at the armor of the champion Lesnar in pursuit of that all-important game-changer wrestling title belt. I chuckle because it's our opening, it's basically the jobber title here. But that's fine, because it's also your job to fire up the crowd. You are the opening match champion. Into the corner goes Wheeler now. Drop toe to Brock. There's that submission. Wheeler working the legs. Brock's in trouble. Mr. Bigfoot is in position. Brock able to power out, but barely. Barely able to get that backdrop off. Champ and challenger, pretty even playing field. Boom, lung blower. Out of Cash Wheeler, drags him away from the ropes, into the cover. 1, 2, no! Almost gets the pin on Brock. Brock's in a lot of trouble here. See him get up, but he's dazed. Cash Wheeler showing the sportsmanship, allowing him to get back inside after he catches his breath. I don't know if that's the smartest move, but Wheeler must be pretty confident in his abilities, as well he should be. He's definitely taken the fight to Brock in this match, much more than I would have anticipated. Big clothesline there drops the champion. Going back to that submission, but Brock fights him off. Short arm clothesline. It's all Cash Wheeler now. Not the flashiest offense in the world. Slow and steady. Old reliable Cash Wheeler. And a backdrop. Suplex into the turnbuckle by Brock. That halts the momentum. At least now. Wheeler pops back up. Oh, folded in half with that one. Lesnar starting to regain his senses. Big spinebuster from Wheeler. Hoping to knock the rest of them loose. Another lung blower. Wheeler unable to make the cover, and Brock is actually up first. European uppercut from Wheeler. Off the ropes he comes. Huge clothesline. Shoulder tackle this time. Oh, Brock counters with the belly to belly. Throwing Cash Wheeler into the center of the ring. Brock taking his time to catch his breath. Oh, folds him over with another backdrop suplex. Off the ropes he's sent. Ducks the clothesline, does Brock. Big hip toss. Oh, into another submission variation, and that's it! Cash Wheeler has tapped Brock Lesnar. He endured the initial onslaught, including an F5, and wore Brock down to the point where Cash Wheeler now claims the GCW title as his own. Congratulations! What a contest! Modified figure 4 indeed. Alright, let me just make note of that real quick. C. Wheeler is your new GCW champion. And we just keep on rolling. As next up, we have 6-person action. Let's get straight to the ring. Sort it out once we get there. Los Ricos versus Demon Club. Currently in the ring representing Los Ricos, Shane Taylor. Demon Club repped by Tony Storm. You see AJ Styles and Rey Mysterio on the apron for Shane Taylor. I believe it's Doc Gallows and Bronson Reed on the side of Tony Storm. We should know momentarily. Yep, correct. Doc Gallows in his war paint, back from New Japan. Now the two powerhouses of both of these teams going to work. Shane Taylor, the first person in the GWA to pin Brock Lesnar. Something he carries with him as a badge of honor because it won him the NXT title at the time. As both teams refresh, now we got Rey Mysterio and Bronson Reed in action. Rey Mysterio bringing the fight to Bronson Reed, uncharacteristic. Usually he waits for it to be brought to him. As you see Bronson Reed able to maneuver Rey into the corner of the Demon Club. Going to work now is Bronson Reed on Rey in the early going here. Tag out to AJ Styles. Reed just showing off now. Doesn't matter who he's in the ring with. Trying to establish himself, and by proxy the Demon Club. Oh, here's an interesting matchup. AJ Styles and Doc Gallows on opposite sides of the ring. A rare sight in this day and age, but it has to happen sometimes. Gallows perhaps harboring some resentment that AJ Styles didn't join Demon Club when the invitation was extended. AJ Styles instead choosing to form Los Ricos with Rey Mysterio and their hand-picked partners. Shane Taylor, Zeus, Roosh. We wish a speedy recovery to Zeus. Nick's feeling a little bad. See how they feel next month. No count on that pin attempt, says senior official, Mr. Bigfoot. As Shane Taylor is giving Doc Gallows all sorts of problems, so he tags in Bronson Reed so they can kill the magic. Oh, a big senton splash there. Reed, as we said, likes that big splash off the top. And that brain buster, Shane Taylor will be looking to hit that over-the-shoulder pile driver that they call tailor-made. Bronson Reed with that chair has got to be wary. He's got a 5 count. We'll break it at 3. And there are no disqualifications or countouts on the floor, but there are 5 count DQ in the ring. Just dragging Rey across that chair. I don't know what damage that necessarily does, but just humiliating the diminutive competitor. And tagging out to Tony Storm is Bronson Reed. As now it seems like Demon Club just sort of taking turns, trying to figure out how to get the best of the Los Ricos contingent. As you see Ray J doing a little double team there on Tony Storm. The phenomenal one, yet to taste any sort of gold here in the GWA, but has put on a litany of fantastic performances. Mind you, with the locker room we have here down the Gnarly Wrestling aisle, a lot of our competitors are capable of and have been putting on very compelling performances up and down the card. We couldn't be happier to provide that entertainment to you, our beloved audience. Big DDT there. Things starting to heat up. Oh, stiff kick to the side of the head into a cover from Tony Storm. Demon Club a little late on the draw there. But blocking for Storm. As AJ sends Storm outside of the ring. Got a little bit of chaos. Easily cleared up. Both factions tagging up. Now we got Bronson Reed and Rey Mysterio once again. Assisted powerbomb for Tony Storm. Gives her something to think about. And Rey Mysterio that gets brain-bustered by Bronson Reed in the middle of the ring. Shane Taylor able to break up that pin attempt. Lucky for Rey. Or it was lights out. Bit of a mistiming there. Not that time though. Wheelbarrow Bulldog from Rey Mysterio to Bronson Reed. Trying to keep the bigger man off his game. Back and forth they go, just content to slug it out. See how happy Bronson Reed is before delivering that final clothesline, then just clubbering Rey to the mat once more, trying to keep him in the corner of the Demon Club. Rey fighting his way free as best he can. A drop kick to the legs by Rey Mysterio. Junior. Oh, big boot to the mush from Bronson Reed, though. Amazing flexibility for a man his size and stature. Evidence then with that super kick. Rolled up, though, by Rey Mysterio. Luckily, Doc Gallows was there to break up that pin. That could have been it. Surprise flash pin by Rey. Has won him many a match. Smartly tagging in Shane Taylor now. Oh, no. Super kick to Shane Taylor into the cover. One. AJ able to break it up. As they're on the Los Ricos side of the ring. Bronson out to Doc Gallows, trading power for power on the Demon Club side. Smart strategy against the powerhouse of the Los Ricos team, Shane Taylor. Gotta commend Doc Gallows for their face paint. Almost 20 minutes into this matchup and it's not even smudged. A big boot to the mush. Shane Taylor was looking for a suplex, no such doing. Gallows muscling him over. Center of the ring, these two big men are gonna slug it out. They're gonna trade blows back and forth. Doc Gallows wins that war with a huge clothesline. Shane Taylor, undaunted, is fighting on, though. Trying to work his way back and successful in making a tag. Doc Gallows fends off a double team. And then sends AJ into the corner. AJ begging Doc Gallows to get up and fight him. Off the ropes he comes this time. Big clothesline sends Doc down. Oh, misses a frog splash. Doc Gallows again, swapping power for power and tagging in Bronson Reed. Magic killer to AJ Styles. Oh, a huge clothesline turns him inside out. Into the cover, but on the Los Ricos side of the ring, easily broken up by Shane Taylor. As you see Rey Mysterio championing AJ Styles in their calf crusher. Doc Gallows able to break that up. Up he goes again. Frog splash to the back of Bronson Reed from AJ. Punches him in the back of the head to bring him down that time, and then dragging Bronson Reed across the chair, much like Bronson Reed did to Rey Mysterio earlier in the match. A little tit for tat there. Now in comes Rey. Assisted powerbomb. Not quite on the chair, but next to it, to Bronson Reed. Rey drops him with a drop kick. Reed trying to create a little space here and get back to his corner. In a whole lot of trouble. Off the ropes he comes. 619, gonna dial it up into the West Coast pop. Out they come to run interference. Got him! Rey Mysterio pinning Bronson Reed. He was in a lot of trouble. Excellent work by AJ and Rey there to finish him off. Rey with that beautiful 619 into the West Coast pop. Pinning Bronson Reed as Taylor and Styles ran interference on Storm and Gallows. What a contest! That should have been the opener. Oh well. We're still in the 90s. Speaking of the 90s, remember Davey Boy Smith? He had a kid. Davey Boy Smith Jr. as it happens. a really real-life wrestler that is a bigwig in the MLW at the moment, and representing MLW, they have come to the GWA to attempt to win back their heavyweight championship from Jack Howard, who is quite frankly on a tear as the Major League Wrestling champion. Let us swiftly get down to the ring and see what becomes of the MLW title. Coming fresh off of a successful defense against Suwama last month, we are running Jack Howard into the ground until they eventually lose this belt. Mind you, Davey Boy coming in fresh off of an injury to the chest and neck, I believe. Or the stomach and neck? One of those two. As you see, absorbing a big scissor kick there from Jack Howard early is Davey Boy Smith. One of the few competitors coming in from MLW and otherwise that can match both size and power with the Hollywood Hunk. The leader of the industry is absolutely hell-bent on keeping that MLW title, both in their faction and in our franchise, the GWA in general, as it both raises their stock and their asking price for each and every one of these matches. As you can see, both men starting off fast and furious, wasting no time. Reversed off the ropes. Oh, tried a big spine buster, but reversed. Powered over and into a Boston Crab from Jack Howard against Davey Boy Smith Jr., the Canadian Bulldog. As we said, scattering report on Davey Boy Smith Jr. was potential chest or stomach and neck issues. They are coming off of an injury therein. Jack Howard has been wrestling at a brisk pace, month in and month out, constant defense of this title. So at some point, he's going to have to run out of steam and fall, but so far, Hollywood Hunk Jack Howard proving themselves to be one heck of an MLW champion, and whomever is successful in wrestling that belt from them and returning it to that promotion should do wonders to boost its appeal and stature in the world of wrestling. Please don't fold, MLW is all I'm saying. Just a 1 count there from the challenger. Jack Howard responding with a 2 count in kind. No moves in between, just pin for pin there. Just trying to prove a point is the Hollywood Hunk, saying that he is firmly in command. I have to agree with moves like that big roundhouse clothesline, followed up by a regular clothesline from DBS Jr. Oh, pile driver now. Nicely done there. But Howard able to shrug it off and hit a big TKO. Of course, we'll be looking for that package pile driver. Here it is. Boom. Right on the crown of the head. But Davey Boy pops right back up. Dazed, but they pop right back up. What fortitude from Davey Boy Smith Jr. there. Oh, into a sharpshooter now.
Give up. Give up.
Signature maneuver of most wrestlers from Canada now, or maybe if you have some vague CFL connection. Looking at you, Dwayne Johnson. Big spine buster into a pin. Almost puts DBS down. Counters Howard there, but opts to catch their breath, allowing the champion back up and to hit his second package pile driver immediately. Oh no, I thought he was going for a cover. Immediately pulls DBS back up, content to punish his opponent rather than going for the pin there. Is Jack Howard. Who knows if that'll come back to haunt him as you see a big running power slam there. 1, 2, no! Just a 2 for Davey Boy Smith Jr. after that huge running power slam. Once again, I think Jack Howard was going for another package pile driver, but DBSJ able to counter into another power slam. Howard pops right back up. Counters a suplex attempt and sends Davey Boy Smith Jr. to the floor. Both competitors catching their breath. Big bit of a reset here at the 11-minute mark. Huge powerbomb. 1, 2, no! Jack Howard just escapes that time. He did the one-arm Jarrett kick out. Jack Howard says this is it though. Setting his man up. Butterfly with a bridge, but too close to the ropes. DBS counters. Package power driver into the corner from Jack Howard. Dragging his man away from the ropes into the cover now. No. Headed up top. Waiting for Davey Boy to stand. Shoulder block off the top. Sends him to the center of the ring. What's Howard setting up for here? Davey Boy able to distract him with the clothesline. Into the corner he sends him. Big running clothesline. Davey Boy sends him across the ring. Misses the second one. Oh, and a punch to the face. Mid-ring. Howard says this is it. Might have been looking for those triple Germans. Fall away slam for Davey Boy Smith Jr. from the Hollywood Hunk. Once again, that butterfly with a bridge this time. 2, 3. Once again, Jack Howard, a successful defense of that MLW title. Is there anyone in the wrestling world that can take that title away from him? We may find out as early as next week, but it certainly won't be today. Jack Howard, a successful defense once more. Coming up next, we saw a bit of this pair in action last month as part of a 6-person tag team match, but Pete Dunne and Aleister Black are once again teaming up to this time face the Dragon Dojo contingent of Johnny Gargano and Walter. They in themselves a former tag team championship combination. Let's get down to the ring and see if this new team of Aleister Black and Pete Dunne can topple these former champs. As always, of course, the referee in charge, senior official here in the GWA, Mr. Bigfoot. Gargano fresh off spoiling the debut of Hikaru Shida, by which I mean he soundly, well not soundly, but defeated her in a competitive matchup at last month's card. Shida obviously looking to bounce back from that disappointing loss in future events. Very happy to have her as an addition to the roster. We'll be seeing a new addition to the roster in action later on tonight. Singles competition coming up. New addition to the heavyweight division, that is. So we see our first look at Aleister Black and Walter. These two, no stranger to each other, have fought up and down Europe. Seeing action across from one another for the first time here, strolling down the gnarly wrestling aisle though. Black Mass! And Walter shrugs it off immediately. That's the lift up Black Mass, one of the many variations that Aleister Black has. Certainly this character does. Very much about the strikes, and will throw them in rapid succession. Will Aleister Black, the dangerous Dutchman. Is that right? Am I doing that wrong? If you're from the Netherlands? Or from Amsterdam? Does that make you Dutch? I'm just showing my ignorance, really. Or is it Denmark? No, that's Danish. It's not a Dane. He. He's his own man. As you see Pete Dunne in there, looking absolutely shredded. Just like in real life. And for those we go. Again, these two no stranger to one another, having competed in NXT for a brief time before eventually upgrading to the GWA from that organization. Oh, single arm DDT, that's usually a precursor for the Gargano escape, at least one of the moves he uses to wear his opponents down for it. Oh, just flips him out of a suplex there, does Pete Dunne. Nicely done into the proper corner. by Aleister Black there. Smartly keeping Johnny Gargano in his team's side of the ring. Trying to block him, but nope, Gargano able to fight his way to Walter. As we're back to Walter and Black once more. Remember, Black's already hit the Black Mass once. Ooh, big backdrop suplex by Walter. Aleister counters with a suplex of his own that sends the big man out of the ring. Now Dunn and Black. Double suplex to Walter, now turning their attention to Gargano. Oh, snap brainbuster to Gargano by Black. Drops him on the top of his head. Remember in Aleister Black's singles debut, a match that he lost, he beat Luchasaurus so badly that Luchasaurus is out for 3 more months. Coming up on the losing end of things last month as well on the side of that 6-man tag. Aleister Black looking for their first win here in the GWA. Going to come at the expense either Johnny Gargano or Walter. Even being on the side of a winning team would be a step in the right direction. Oh, a huge headbutt there from Walter. Again, there are no countouts or disqualifications on the floor, so until we get the legal combatants back in the ring. There we go, as all 4 men re-enter. We are back to Black and Walter. Huge front drop kick to the chest of Aleister Black. Smartly tagging out to Pete Dunne after that. He sends Walter to the floor so they can both turn their attention to Johnny Gargano. Total elimination from Aleister Black and Pete Dunne. What a move! Oh, and then gut check time for Walter from Pete Dunne. Walter again, not the flashiest moveset in the world, but throws every ounce of his entire being into everything he does. Just like that, you can feel the thud of that assisted powerbomb. Oh my God! Dangerous backdrop on the top of the head. Folding Pete Dunne over, scrambles back to his corner to tag in Aleister Black. Dire circumstances. Thankfully avoiding a pin attempt there are the team of Dunne and Black. Gargano content to trade kicks and surprisingly getting the better of Aleister there with an enziguri, but both men rise at the same time, having solved nothing. Gargano muscling Aleister Black into his corner. And then leveling Aleister with a big drop kick to the chest there. Flips him over, Northern Lights. 2! Almost puts him down. Pete Dunne in no sort of condition to make the save. And a backdrop there from Gargano. As we said, they all trained together. Obviously been training with Walter. Gets stuffed with the snap brainbuster. Aleister creating some time and distance to tag in Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne and Walter are your legal combatants now. Another total elimination, this time to Walter. Huge release German. Trying to muscle Walter into their corner. Slowly but surely. But unfortunately, Walter throws him back. Oh, gut check time. Both men down. Walter up first. Back and forth they go. Pete Dunne with a huge clothesline. Oh, counter that backdrop. Suplex to Walter. That neck crank suplex. Oh, that's deadly. Oh, flips out. Bitter end! Bitter end from Pete Dunne! In the wrong part of town! Gargano able to break up the pin attempt at 1. Oh, and then Aleister Black in with an inadvertent headbutt to Walter. In a lot of trouble. Too close to the ropes again. Johnny Gargano able to break up the pin before any count. Pete Dunne turned inside out with that clothesline. Walter falls up with the powerbomb. Aleister's got to tag up. Can't get there in time. Walter and Johnny Gargano representing Dragon Dojo come out on top. Aleister Black still looking for their first win in the GWA. Able to take advantage of the fact that Aleister Black had to tag up before they were legal, or they would have been legal in their attempt at breaking up the pin. Smart strategy there from the regular team of Gargano and Walter. Looking to be in championship form sooner rather than later. As we come to the halfway point of our card. Mark Andrews, the reigning Stardom Junior Champion, facing a competitor that is no stranger to that title belt. Mustafa Ali, looking to bring that gold back around their waist. Standing in their way, of course, Mark Andrews, once again, the creature on feature, the head official here in the GWA, a Senor the Sasquatch. Mustafa Ali will be looking to hit that 054, the inverted 450. And Mark Andrews, speaking of inverted, uses a shooting star press, sort of an inverted moonsault of sorts, as their finishing maneuver. So expect some flight in this one. Nice Fisherman Buster early in the contest. Oof, falls up with a double stomp. Mustafa Ali trying to shrug that off. Ali, a master of the head scissor takeover, en route to that 054. Oh, misses wildly with that head kick. And was able to just back away, back away, back away. Kind of a slow start to things. Mustafa Ali, though, gets countered. And back and forth they go, having solved nothing to this point. Neither man with a clear advantage as we approach the fourth minute of the contest. Oh, duck underneath does Mark Andrews. Can't get the timing right on the follow through though. Gets a drop kick off the ropes from Mustafa Ali. All of your momentum is immediately halted by the 2 feet of your opponent. Rolled up. Just a 1 count.
Give up.
Smartly looking to ground Mark Andrews, as we always or often point out. Never a dull or never a dumb decision to attack the legs of your opponent, because you ruin offensive strategy and mobility all in one fell swoop. Oh no! Mr. Bigfoot is downed. Both competitors, of course, respectful enough. Hey, Bacon! Thanks very much for the raid, buddy. What's going on, everyone? Hope everyone's having a great day. I am the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, and I'm here with GWA action, as we are each and every Thursday afternoon, 2 to 5 Eastern Standard Time. Mustafa Ali into the cover there. 2 count! Just 2. What's going on, everybody? Nice to see you. Oh, there's that shooting star we talked about, but too close to the ropes. It's a lot easier to go east-west in this game than it is to position everyone as north-south. And that's right, Artemis. As you can see there, the senior officials here down the Gnarly Wrestling aisle, the GWA, my very own promotion, is Mr. Bigfoot. They do a phenomenal job for us. As you can see, they were injured earlier in this match, and they're still performing their duties amicably. Hey, Bacon, what's going on, buddy? 2 count. Oh, Mustafa Ali almost reclaiming the Stardom Junior Championship with that maneuver. You see the champion Mark Andrews in blue, dealing with the X Factor now. Into a big sit-out Batista bomb from Mustafa Ali. Does the trick. The gold is once again his. Mark Andrews is defeated. We have a winner and a new Stardom Junior Champion. From that jumping bomb. Oh wow, another match in the 90s. Man, the crowd loves what we're doing here. Woo! Okay, what do we have next? Anaswim, thank you very much for the follow. As we push ever closer to... Wow, almost at 3 digits. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, non-title match. Coming up next is we have another makeshift team. This time it's Dalton Castle and Will Ospreay taking on the Demon Club team of its leader, Finn Balor, and Penta El Zero M, most recently one half of the tag team champions. Looking to rebound in the tag team division, this time with a new partner, the leader of his faction. Starting things off here with Dalton Castle, and as always, the creature on feature, the senior official here in the GWA, Mr. Bigfoot. Nice head scissor take over there by Dalton Castle, but too close to the ropes in that pin attempt, so a no count from the referee. Reminder that for all your sporting goods, check out King's Play Sports. Very convenient locations in all 48 coastal United States. Or continental United States? That sounds right. As we see Penta El Zero M for the first time in the matchup in their throwback Pentagon Junior gear for this one. Haven't seen that since their Lucha Underground days. Hitting a huge double stomp off the top to Dalton Castle, who's had enough. Tagging in the physics-defying Will Ospreay. One of the more exciting performers in the GWA, and that's saying something given the caliber of talent we have here. Unable to really click in terms of wins and losses, but always puts on a heck of a show, does Will Ospreay. As they're content to slug it out, trading elbows now. Ospreay getting the better of that exchange, pulling Penta away from the ropes. Oh, that might have been a kick to the ding-ding, looked a little low. Senior official, Mr. Bigfoot, keeping a respectful distance across the ring, might not have been able to pick up on that one. Nice exploder out of Dalton Castle now, as you see both teams have refreshed their combatants. We're back to Finn and Dalton. Slugging it out in the middle of the ring. The Demon Finn Balor. Prince Balor. Getting the better of that. Off the ropes they go, and a big clothesline. Drop toe. Scurries back and tags back in Will. Finn does the same to Penta. Gives Dalton Castle a double powerbomb on the way out of the ring. Something to think about. Will Ospreay content to slow things down, but Penta will have none of it. Trying to keep the pace fresh and exciting is the Demon Club faction, perhaps sensing that if they can keep things at the tempo they are going to win this match sooner rather than later. Oh, a nice enziguri encounter though. We'll see if Will. No. Oh, shooting star press into the pin. 1, 2. Quick 2 count there. I was going to say, see Will can fight his way to his corner to make a tag. You see Penta missing that giant double stomp. Penta helping him across the ring. Oh, a nice kick to the midsection again. Block this time. Ospreay forced to make another tag. So far, oh, neither gentleman has had an answer for Penta El Zero M. Dalton going up top. Nope, not enough time, thought better of it. Penta easily makes a tag out to Finn Balor. Oh, wrist clutch exploder out of Dalton Castle there. Balor able to shrug it off though. Drop kick to the chest in response. And a gut wrench from Castle this time. Off the ropes. Another exploder. Starting to string together a bit of offense is Dalton Castle. Balor quick to cut that off and tag out. Smartly done there from the Demon Club. Oof, gut check time for Dalton. Was able to power his way back to his feet.
10 minutes gone.
Whoa. Off the ropes he sent. Bowled over before he can hit that spine buster. Nice resilience there from Dalton. As you see him now, getting back to his corner, tagging the freshman Will Ospreay. And they're able to hit a double drop kick on Penta, who fought them off, but only momentarily. Big gorilla press. Impressive power. from Penta El Zero M, who drops Will once again. Both men now again exchanging elbows. Oh, big super kick from Will Ospreay. Solves that problem for the moment. Hits a Stormbreaker to Penta on his way out of the ring. Dalton's got to follow this up and follow it up quickly. Penta sweeps the leg out of desperation. Both men down. Penta able to scramble back to his corner. Tag in Finn Balor, and then they send Dalton Castle to the floor. A reminder, there are no countouts or disqualifications on the floor in the GWA. So now Penta, who is not the legal combatant, is free to do whatever they want to Dalton and vice versa. Until we get the legal wrestlers back in the ring, there's nothing the referee can do otherwise. There we go. Oh! As you see Ospreay drop that stuff. Snap Brainbuster. Tenryu style from the early aughts. Dalton now, lung blower to Finn Balor into the cover. Ospreay running interference. Almost gets the job done. Oof, as you see Ospreay down with a huge powerbomb. Finn Balor able to tag out to Penta. As you see Dalton was left in his corner, easily able to tag out to Ospreay. Now Will Ospreay and Penta El Zero M, two legal wrestlers in the ring. Nothing has been settled as we approach 20 minutes of action. Penta driver on his side of the ring as well. Oh, Dalton Castle just able to break that up. Finn Balor was trying to run interference. That was a game of inches there on the part of all four combatants. Oh, backstabber. And then a kick to the midsection actually downs Penta. Oh, and then one to the back of the head this time. In comes Dalton Castle, but on his way out, Will Ospreay is going to eat a package pile driver. Sacrificing himself for the team. Unfortunately, Dalton Castle isn't able to follow up. Oh, roll up by Dalton. Nice attempt, but Finn Balor easily able to saunter on into the ring and break up that pin attempt. Crowd going wild here. We're getting closer and closer to that 20-minute mark. Not that it's a time limit or anything, we're just observing that 20 minutes have passed. Another exploder. Suplexes in bunches out of Dalton Castle, the former Ring of Honor World Champion. And there were the former Impact World Champion in Penta El Zero M, and a former NXT Champion in Finn Balor. And the current Revolution Pro Champion in Will Ospreay. None of those titles are here in the GWA. As you see Dalton Castle eat a package pile driver on the floor. As now we've hit 20 minutes. Things are just getting more and more violent. We are in a pair of singles matches that, based on the configuration of the combatants, wow! What a crazy move by Will Ospreay up the top. I don't even know what to call that. Nothing the ref can do about it until we got the legal combatants back in the ring, and now we do. Finn Balor and Dalton. Finn and Dalton charging each other, and you see Dalton just muscling Finn back into his corner, tagging in Will to be the legal competitor. Looking to finish Finn Balor off. DDT from Finn. Able to make a tag. Demon Club staying alive, hanging on by a thread, but Penta to the top now. Big double stomp to Will Ospreay. Into the cover. Right part of town. Finn Balor running interference. Just a 2. Penta misses widely in the corner. Oh, Finn Balor holding Will. Chicanery or good tag team wrestling, depending on your point of view. Super kick from Ospreay. Dropping Penta El Zero M. Tags in Dalton. Double drop kick from the pair of them. Dalton now kick to the midsection, drops Penta. What's he got in mind? Certainly not. Oh, Hurricane Driver. Too close to the ropes. Dalton able to get his foot on that middle rope. Breaks out the pin attempt. Blocks a suplex attempt from Finn, providing the distraction. Now we're back to Penta and Dalton. Nope, Finn and Dalton now. As they send Dalton once again to the floor, Penta's going to follow him out. Finn's going to run interference on Will. Saw this earlier in the matchup. Paid dividends. Penta driver on the floor. 1916 to Will Ospreay in the ring. Demon Club running roughshod. But you see Will Ospreay respond with a couple of kicks to the head and neck of Finn Balor. Castle and Ospreay doing their best to hang with this seasoned team. Oh, coup de grace off the top. And then an elevated DDT to Dalton. Another DDT to Dalton. Dalton's up, but he's wobbly. Try to get back to his corner, but Finn challenges him to a fist fight, which he promptly loses due to that big old clothesline. Castle gets the tag now. Setting Balor on the top rope. What's he got in mind? Suplex off of Brett's rope. The most dangerous rope. Trouble in Paradise to the back of the head. Into the cover. One. Penta easily breaks it up. Too close to that side of the ring. Too close to the Demon Club corner. Another coup de grace to Ospreay. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Dalton. No. Oh. Dalton able to break it up just. The first one missed. Oh. Poison Rana to Finn Balor, spiking on the top of his head. Allows Ospreay to make the tag. Finn makes the tag. Dalton Castle and Penta El Zero M going at it for their respective teams now. As we approach 30 minutes deep into this tag team contest. I was almost said title match, but there are no belts on the line in this one. Penta driver. 1, 2. Ospreay able to break it up. Another split second away. If Finn Balor had been able to run interference, it would have been all over. Penta driver again.
1, 2, 3.
Boom. Finn Balor able to run interference that time. And that's all she wrote for Dalton Castle and Will Ospreay. The Demon Club successful. Just shy of 30 minutes. Woo, almost perfect. And a tag team match for the ages. All right, coming up next, we got another title on the line, the NXT Championship. The current champion, David Houston, representing the industry, one of the 4 remaining members of the industry that are original, non-real wrestlers as created by this video game. They formed a faction because they were tired of all these real-life people, or at least these real-life cause, coming in and jerking their gerbs. That's why David Houston is going to fight ferociously to keep their NXT Heavyweight Championship against Roman Reigns, themselves the former GWA champion and current tribal chief. Here we go. As always, senior official here in the GWA, Mr. Bigfoot. Roman Reigns, as we said, former GWA heavyweight champion. The longest single reign, no pun intended, with that belt. 8 successful defenses, which the Fiend, who defeated him for that title, is currently attempting to match and then best to become renowned as the champion in the history of the GWA. And so far, the bar has been set by Roman Reigns, looking to taste singles gold yet again in the form of the NXT title, but they'll have to get through David Houston to do it. David Houston, the master of the roll-up, and in equal measure will use a variety of moonsault variations, both standing and out of the corner. There's many ways he can pin you. Roman Reigns, of course, has the jumpy punch and the shoulder thrust. I mean, the Superman punch and the big old spear. Oh, David Houston looking for angel's wings outside. Not a bad idea to hit some of that high-octane offense on the floor. As you can see, our international contingent of commentators well represented by all of these tables. It's your guess is as good as mine as to which one is me. of the corner now. Nope. There we go. David Houston now beginning to work the legs. Always sound strategy against someone that employs something off the ropes as a finish. Anything where they have to charge at you. They don't have that power behind their movements. They're not going to be able to impact you nearly as severely. Speaking of severe impact, there's a drop kick to the face of Roman Reigns off the ropes into a roll-up attempt. No count, says senior official Mr. Bigfoot. Oh, Roman Reigns attempting a spear there. Houston able to dodge during the announcement of the 5-minute mark of this contest. Now off the ropes again. Reigns not quite getting the timing right that time. Oh, Paradise Lock now to David Houston. As you notice, if you stay seated on your opponent and actually pull at their limbs, this can be an effective submission move. But if you sort of tie them up and then leave them to their own devices, there's no way they shouldn't be able to just pop out of it. Amazed Impact! David Houston's finisher stolen, but he rolls up Roman in response and gets a 2. What a reply to that maneuver by Roman Reigns, stealing the Amazed Impact out of the playbook of David Houston. David Houston immediately rolling up Roman Reigns, getting a 2, follows up with an upper kick, but can't capitalize. Roman Reigns is feeling it off the ropes. He comes, big spear, into the cover. 1, 2, no! David Houston kicks out. What resilience from the champion. Immediately into a bow and arrow submission. Trying to halt the momentum of the challenger, Roman Reigns, after that vicious spear. Perhaps stretching out his opponent in that matter also helps stretch David Houston's midsection out after that impact, as you see him hit an amazed impact of his own. 2! Roman out at 2. Rolls him up, but he's too close to the ropes. Mr. Bigfoot making him break the pin attempt that time. Another big suplex there. Both men down. Both men sucking wind. Big belly to belly out of Roman Reigns there. Positioning David Houston in the corner. Oh, in turn, Houston whips Reigns into the corner off the top this time. Rolls over into a cover. 2! No! Reigns just kicks out. Head scissor takeover into a pin attempt from David Houston out of the corner. Reigns just able to escape. Seems to be any man's ball game here. Drop toe. They're hitting pretty impactful moves back and forth, but that's it. They're just sort of trading stuff back and forth. Whoa, round and round we go. Into a head scissor takeover. Amazing athleticism from David Houston on display as per usual. Now trying to get Roman disqualified. That's an interesting way to hang on to your belt. But he's too close to the rope, so it doesn't count for whatever reason. So he scoots a little ways away. No dice, says Roman Reigns. Nothing doing. Absorbs a big flipping drop kick to the chest. Off the ropes. Houston dodges another spear. Roman is 1 for 3 in spear attempts today. Oh. Not going to be able to get the timing off that. Double down. Roman up first. Here comes Houston. Once again, drop with a nice DDT there. Countered into a powerbomb. You know he was going for a head scissor takeover. That's his bread and butter. Throws himself into the corner accidentally. Meanwhile, Roman's in the opposite corner, getting a bit of a breather. Houston now another roll up to deadly. Only 2. Big boot to the midsection. Roman Reigns knows he's got him worn down. He's looking for that knockout shot in the form of a spear. Snap suplex this time. Houston rolls through. Not this time. Chin breaker. Houston trying to slow Roman down. Drop kick to the face. Trying to get him dazed and confused. Another amazing impact. Rolls him over into the pin immediately. 1, 2. No! Roman out again. Houston slams him down and says this is it. Appealing to the crowd now. What you gonna do, Roman Reigns? Says David Houston. Setting him up for I don't know what. Oh, here it is. Oh. Tried for Angel's Wings and Reigns blocked it again. Content to slug it out now. No, 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 says David Houston. Yes, 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 says Roman Reigns with a big clothesline. Both men up at the same time. Roman Reigns sucking wind. Getting a bit of a breather. Setting him off the ropes. Spear! Spear by Reigns into the cover. 1, 2. No! Houston out again. Batting 500 for spear attempts. And Houston's kicked out twice as he signals to the crowd that this is it. Moonsault too close to the ropes. Able to drop him with that kick this time. Flipped over and everything. Oh, countered. Tilt-a-whirl slam by Reigns. Off the ropes again. Superman punch. Picks him up. No, drop toe. David Houston counters again. Both men down after that snap suplex. Belly to belly this time. Roman Reigns catching his breath. Has almost dimmed David Houston's lights a couple of times. Oh, and now he's busted open. As you see David Houston trying this chair trick again. Trying to retain his championship via disqualification. Too close to the ropes again. Now he's going to try once more.
20 minutes gone.
Boom! Ref makes him break and Roman Reigns follows it up with a huge clothesline into a spear. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Enough of your nonsense, says Roman Reigns. And we've got a new NXT champion. What a great finish. He tries that silly disqualification twice. Nothing doing. Gets punched in the head and speared and put down by the tribal chief. And we've got a new NXT champion. One second while I write this down. And I'm punching my microphone all over the place. Our Reigns. Roman Reigns once again with gold in our organization. 65,000 plus. We're on match 8. Even if these 3 matches tank, we're on match 8 and the average card rating is 96%. That's ridiculous. Everyone go home and tell their friends about this show. Coming up, we have the debuting Josh Alexander in from Canada to flesh out our heavyweight division. A bit of a let the air back into the room type of match. Or a bit of a breather as they're just here in regular old singles competition with Matt Robinson representing the industry. Let's go check out the newest signee to the GWA, Josh Alexander there in red with the wrestling headgear on. Matt Robinson, of course, in teal, going in for an immediate pin. Nothing doing, says senior official Mr. Bigfoot. Josh Alexander, most recently representing the North in Impact Wrestling. One half of the tag team champions with Ethan Page. Ethan. Now here to ply their trade in the GWA. From what I understand, have something of a vicious tombstone variation as their finisher. Meanwhile, Matt Robinson uses that pedigree to great effect. Actually has a number of potent offensive weapons in their arsenal, including that big spin kick. Not to be denied is the supreme flexibility and athleticism of all of the GWA athletes, but on particular display at this moment, Matt Robinson, as you see the force with which he runs across the ring to deliver that vicious knee to the face of the debuting Josh Alexander, trying to pull a Johnny Gargano and ruin their debut match. Big backdrop suplex there. It has been all Matt Robinson in the opening minutes of this contest. I don't even think Josh Alexander got an opening match handshake in. Matt Robinson, obviously, or not obviously, or is a member of the industry, one of the 4 pillars, they call it, of the OG GWA roster, in that they are a completely made-up wrestler. They are not there's no real-life counterpart. Beautiful roll through into that armbar, but again, too close to the ropes. Josh Alexander wisely grabbing the bottom rope there. Gets hit with an air raid crash. This has still been all Matt Robinson. Two count now as we approach 5 minutes. Anderson's got to get out of first gear here. But we're not going to make 10. Big rolling elbow. Silences Matt Robinson momentarily. What is this? Oh my gosh! 1, 2. Holy crap. Just spiked him. Nice big backdrop suplex there from Josh Alexander. Hasn't hit many moves, but been impressive with what he's done so far. 2 count there, says senior official Mr. Bigfoot. Another roll through attempt into the armbar, but again too close to the ropes. Great ring awareness by Josh Alexander to hit that rope every time. Oh, nice hook kick by Matt Robinson, former driver to the stars. Again, poor decision making on this armbar though. That's the 3rd time in a row they've been well too close to the ropes. Alexander looking to make him pay. Big suplex there, center of the ring. Robinson though able to counter. Momentarily, another nice go behind into a backdrop suplex. Alexander fighting his way to even footing. Matt Robinson, who's controlled the opening bit of the contest. There it is! The spinning tombstone! 1, 2, 3. Oh no! Matt Robinson kicked out! Holy crap, that looked devastating. Do it again. That looked awesome. Into another suplex, and Robinson now throwing fists out of desperation, trying to get back in control of this thing. Big knee to the face. Trading backdrops over and over again. Here it comes again. That spinning pile driver pulls him away from the ropes. Into the cover. 1, 2. No, Matt Robinson's out again. What resilience. Way to bury a dude's finish on his first day. Once again, the roll through. Once again, too close to the ropes is Matt Robinson, whose brains have no doubt been scrambled by now after those 2 devastating, spinning tombstone pile drivers. Those were incredible. Oh, mid-kick. Right in the kidneys. Just bullies Alexander across the ring this time. Setting him up on the top rope. Alexander counters, waiting for Robinson to get up.
2.
Big diving clothesline off the top rope. Blocks a move off the ropes this time. Robinson hits that knee to the face. Another kick to the midsection from behind from Matt Robinson. Alexander seems to be weathering the storm here, though. Ooh. Robinson working on the oxygen, working on the cardio, trying to steal the wind. There he goes, middle of the ring this time. And that is it. Once he's able to finally lock that armbar in, Matt Robinson playing spoiler to Josh Alexander on their debut. Not only defeating them, kicking out of their finisher twice. But whatever. I thought that match was way better than the 82%, but fair enough. Not the debut Josh Alexander wanted, but that's just a testament to the quality of competition here in the GWA. You're not just going to waltz in here and get a win. Okay, let me double save that. Okay, this, I think if I did this right, let me check the match rules. Yes, this is best 2 out of 3 falls coming up in our semi-main event, as we have once again hired Brody Lee to come back so we can try to get our 6-person belts back off of them, as the Camp Firefly team of Bray Wyatt and Solo Darling are joined by the now independent wrestler Brody Lee to defend the GWA 6-person tag team championship gold against the Dragon Dojo team of Daichi Hashimoto, Jonathan Gresham, and Daniel Bryan. 2 out of 3 falls coming up now. Brody Lee electing to start. Obviously looking to get this over with as quickly as possible. They got some indie dates to make. Early tag in there to the leader of Dragon Dojo, Daniel Bryan. Both the faction leaders represented in this championship match here this evening. Daniel Bryan for Dragon Dojo, and of course Bray Wyatt, the current GWA heavyweight champion, represented on the side of the 6-person tag team champions. As you see, Solo Darling tagged into the match for the first time, here one-on-one with Daniel Bryan. Jonathan Gresham seeing action now, submission specialist. Against something of a powerhouse in Solo Darling, though she does employ a submission hold of her own as a finish, the Sharp Stinger. Jonathan Gresham, of course, the master of the Octopus Hold. Working Gresham back into the Camp Firefly corner, smartly done there by Solo Darling. As we see Bray Wyatt for the first time. The nigh indestructible GWA heavyweight champion of the world, the Fiend Bray Wyatt, sending Jonathan Gresham to the floor and immediately grabbing a chair. There are no countouts or disqualifications on the floor of the GWA ring. And in a 2 out of 3 falls match, that could have deadly consequences. But that's what we do to bring the action, and the best action, to you each and every week here in the GWA. As you see Camp Firefly firmly in control at the moment. Back and forth they go though. Referee has no choice but to wait until the legal wrestlers roll back into the ring, which I believe are Gresham and Wyatt. Now Daniel Bryan in there with Bray Wyatt after that legal tag. Wyatt laughing as he heads back to his own corner and tags in Solo Darling instead. Darling into a bit of submission here. Trying to separate the shoulders of Daniel Bryan, nothing doing. Daichi Hashimoto chases her off, but then gets hit with a forearm across the face. There it is, there's that Sharp Stinger, that Texas Cloverleaf variation that she employs. Fortunately for Daniel Bryan, he was able to make it to the ropes. Now starting to land those yes kicks. Oh! Flurry of chops out of Solo. Back into the Sharp Stinger. Jonathan Gresham and Daichi Hashimoto coming in to save their leader. Speaking of leaders, Bray Wyatt tagged in now, unbeknownst to Daniel Bryan, at least momentarily. Daniel Bryan now tagging out, just as Bray Wyatt did when Daniel Bryan was tagged in to face him in the first place. So, mind games being played by the leaders of both factions here. As now Daichi Hashimoto going to war with the Fiend. Decides to slow things down with a leg bar.
10 minutes gone.
As we have just passed 10 minutes into the opening match of this best 2 to 3 falls contest. Now Daniel Bryan's tagged in. I guess he'd seen enough from the apron at this point. Into a cover immediately. Two count, says Senor Sasquatch. Oh, and there it is, the dangerous DDT out of Daichi Hashimoto. Oh, and then the running knee from Daniel Bryan. Whoa, the Fiend able to absorb both finishers and calmly makes the tag to Mr. Brody Lee, who we remind you is no longer employed by this company. They are only here in defense of this belt as you see them hit that huge rolling lariat. Daichi able to escape at 2. As best I can say it. Into a big Doctor Bomb. 1, 2. Oh, again, barely able to kick out. Took a few tries to break up that pin attempt too. Another Doctor Bomb. Well into the corner of the Dragon Dojo though. As Daichi going to work on a reverse figure four, it looks like. Tagging in Daniel Bryan. Brody Lee going back to his corner, tagging in Solo Darling. Darling and Bryan now. Tat-tat-tat. Big drop kick. Sends Solo down. Sends Solo down. Nice Joshi slam. Out of Darling. Daniel Bryan counters though with a kick to the temple. Off the ropes this time. Big stampede clothesline. Darling maybe have celebrated a little too long though. Oh, standing spear. Single arm DDT, that's usually a precursor to the S-Lock from Daniel Bryan. There it is. Got her in the right corner. Running interference are both members of Dragon Dojo, taking care of Brody Lee as Bray Wyatt is content to stand on the apron. Solo Darling able to fight her way out though. Back and forth they go. Kicks and chops. Enziguri wins this time. Back into the S-Lock, center of the ring. Once again, they're running interference while Bray Wyatt watches on. Solo Darling again able to escape, this time tagging out to Bray Wyatt. It's a double powerbomb to Daniel Bryan on the way out of the ring. Jonathan Gresham and Bray Wyatt, your legal combatants now. Never thought you'd see these two together. Figure four from Jonathan Gresham. That might be the way. That might be the key to breaking down and defeating the Fiend. With submission wrestling. So far, impact moves don't seem to work. As you see him go for a cover here after Sister Abigail. Gresham out at 2. As we're creeping up on 20 minutes gone in the first fall. Pancakes him down. Into the Octopus. Octopus out of Jonathan Gresham. Oh. Hashimoto unable to stop Solo Darling from breaking up that submission attempt. That could have done it. Gresham winning that strike exchange with a big drop kick to the chest. Rolling up the Fiend now, but too close to the ropes. Gets a double drop kick off. Dragon Dojo starting to work in tandem. As Brody Lee deals with Daichi. Gresham and Bray, though, both able to make tags. Solo Darling and Daniel Bryan are the legal fighters now. Simple kick to the midsection and rolls Solo over. Thought that might have done it. Might have winded her enough. There's that single arm DDT to the S-Lock again. That's it. Solo Darling taps. And the first fall goes to the Dragon Dojo. Unfortunately, oh yeah, the thing about 3 out of fall matches is that they rate every fall. So if the second and third falls aren't as exciting, the overall match evaluation rating is just going to be whatever is the rating of the third fall. They don't then re-average the ratings of falls 2 and 3 should there be a second, or should there even be a third fall type of thing. As we are reset and we are ready to go here in the second fall of this 2 to 3 fall matchup. Dragon Dojo taking the first one. We're reset with Brody Lee and Daichi Hashimoto representing both squads. Starting us off in fall number 2. Daniel Bryan in now, leader of the Dragon Dojo. Able to secure the first fall for his team by tapping Solo Darling moments ago. Hoping to keep that momentum going forward. He's in the ring now with Big Brody Lee. Running knee to the face, but Brody Lee pops right back up. Undaunted, Daniel Bryan hits those kicks to the midsection. As Brody Lee escapes to the corner and tags in Bray Wyatt. Big assisted powerbomb there. More kicks to the midsection from the American Dragon. Now rubbing his elbow into the side of Bray Wyatt's head. Mandible claw, and that's it. 3 minutes into the second fall, the mandible claw is applied And Daniel Bryan has no choice but to tap out. Just that fast. We're tied at 1 fall apiece. Yeah, see, now the overall match rating is going to be 60. Unless this third fall is spectacular as we reset for the third and deciding fall in this one. It is 1 fall apiece. Daichi Hashimoto and Brody Lee for their respective teams starting us off as they do for each and every fall. We reset the clock every time too. Oh, Falcon Arrow by Brody Lee into the cover. Immediately broken up by Dragon Dojo member Jonathan Gresham, who then gets a drop kick in on Lee after he's held by Daichi. Daichi off the ropes, but Gresham up for his own offensive move there. Kind of ruined the whatever they were going for. Lee tags out to Solo Darling. Now it's Solo Darling and Jonathan Gresham. Solo Darling, you can see holding her arms a little lower. Might indicate some sort of arm injury. Still able to get off that Joshi Slam without any issue. Alright, let's see if we pass the 3-minute mark, if the third fall will last longer than the second. Big chops out of Jonathan Gresham. Returned in kind from Solo Darling into a chin breaker. Now in comes Bray. Watch out, Jonathan. Huge headbutt from the Fiend. Bray Wyatt sent it to the corner. Jonathan Gresham misses wildly with a drop kick. Off the ropes he goes. Huge headbutt from Bray. Mandible claw. Oh, Daichi able to break it up. I thought that was it. Gresham able to fight his way free. Big enziguri to the back of the head of Bray Wyatt into the cover. 1, 2. No, out of 2. Jonathan Gresham has to deal with the X Factor. Huge drop kick out of Jonathan Gresham. Able to tag in Daniel Bryan now. So much on the line in this third fall. Those 6-person tag team championship belts. First and foremost, the pride of the GWA and not having an outsider hold the title. A secondary concern for some, but chief on the mind of the members of Dragon Dojo. Daniel Bryan especially, who's been here since literally the first show. Solo Darling, the legal competitor. I don't think Daniel Bryan was quite aware as he was content to continue fighting Bray Wyatt. Into a roll-up. 2. Gresham breaks it up. Into a yes-lock. Into a yes-lock. Solo Darling may tap again. No, breaks free. Daniel Bryan unable to tap Solo Darling a second time, but look at that. Her arms are lying limp at her sides. Nice swinging neckbreaker variation there. Oh, strike battle once more. I don't know how much is on those chops of Darling. Oh, able to get the better of Daniel Bryan with that huge headbutt that busts him wide open. Single arm DDT again. Daniel Bryan up. Tags in Daichi Hashimoto, but then applies the S-lock. Now that he knows he can't be broken up by being too close to the ropes. Maximum pain and pressure for Solo Darling, who rolls around the ring, clutching at her neck. Daichi Hashimoto working on her limp arms. X-Factor by Solo. La Magistrale. Gresham breaks it up at 2 again. Solo able to tag out to Bray Wyatt. Now Dragon Dojo's in trouble. They definitely have Solo Darling hurt, but the other 2 members of Camp Firefly might be okay. The Fiend especially as he hits that huge Sister Abigail in his corner. Pulls him into the cover. 1, 2. No! Daichi kicks out. Huge Dr. Bomb to Daniel Bryan, I saw. This match continues. Oh, suplex into a slam. Bray Wyatt, your GWA champion, looking to hold on to their second title. Daichi looking to change the fortunes of the Dragon Dojo as he tags out to Gresham. Huge Shining Wizard to the side of the head of Bray. Oh, able to power Gresham down with a Uranagi. Oh, countered by Gresham. Big suplex. But Bray slams him down and is able to easily tag out to Brody Lee. Gresham's got to get his wherewithal. Oh, into the Octopus hold! Into the Octopus hold, that's it! Jonathan Gresham taps out Brody Lee! And the Dragon Dojo win the 6-person tag team titles! What a finish! As the man we had to hire to come back to do the belts in the first place does the honors. And we have new 6-person tag team champions, Dragon Dojo. All right, and since that last fall was 82%, we're still doing pretty good. Yeah, these last 2 matches in a row were 82%. So overall, we're down to a 93, which is still pretty good, because in our main event, this one is for Bailey 9000, wherever you are, Sami Callihan has failed upwards, as is so often the case in the GWA, as they are about to contend for the GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship of the World against proud champion Scorpio Sky. Let's get down to the ring immediately and see how this sucker shakes out. Callihan coming off that tough loss to Xavier Woods last month whilst Scorpio Sky was away. As we said, you can fail upwards here in the GWA. So impressed with Scorpio Sky that they requested Callihan as their contender this month, though since they were on the losing side of things last month, that may be more of a psychological advantage for Scorpio Sky, hoping to keep the poor fortunes for Sami Callihan rolling and to keep the belt around their waist. The most coveted junior title in all of the GWA, that being the GWA junior title. I've no doubt these guys have faced off somewhere on the wild and woolly independent wrestling circuit of North America in their legit real life time in the industry, certainly not refereed by Bigfoot. But here we are. Now they are main eventing in front of 65,000 plus for the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle, the pinnacle of pro wrestling action worldwide, in at least this cartoon landscape we call the world. Big scoop and a slam out of Sami. He'll be looking for a pile driver variation more often than not, or that stretch muffler. Scorpio Sky hits a vicious TKO. That's not quite their finisher, but I can't remember what their finisher is. I'm too honest to lie about it. Oh, punch to the ding-ding. Get in there, ref. That ain't right. Oh, another shot to the ding-ding. Scorpio Sky obviously will do anything to retain their title, including multiple ding-ding shots. Scorpio Sky steadily working away at the challenger here. Sami Callihan unable to get much going. Gut check time for Sami.
1, 2.
2 count there. Impact of that move might have been muted by the chest and back protector that Sami wears. Oh, into this vicious seated dragon sleeper. First popularized, at least in North America, by Low Key, from what I remember. Employed to perfection there by Scorpio Sky. Sami Callihan now sends the champion outside the ring, hoping to create a little time, a little distance, to be able to get their breath back, get their wits about them. Scorpio Sky continuing the onslaught, back into that dragon sleeper. Been routinely working on the head and neck for the past couple of minutes. Might be onto something. Is your GWA Junior Heavyweight Champion. Sami Callihan with a pile driver, though. Says this is it. Hits him with a big clothesline. Nothing doing. implant DDT out of Scorpio Sky into the cover. 1, 2. Just a 2 count into that TKO. Up top goes Scorpio, waiting for Sammy to stand. Missile drop kick off the top. Another implant DDT. Whoa, Callahan absorbs it. Sammy's got to get something going. As we crest 10 minutes gone, things firmly in the camp of the champion so far. Oh, stealing Sami Callahan's exploder suplex. So rude when you steal the offense of your opponent. Sammy with a big clothesline. Trying to fight his way back into this. Content to slug it out once more. We see it all too often in these GWA matches, with so much pride on the line. Oh, exploder off the ropes. Another implant DDT. Sky looking to put him down. And out. 1, 2. No! Callahan barely rolled that shoulder before 3. Sky off the ropes this time. Over the top. What a dive onto Sami Callahan. Follows it up with a huge leg drop, or a leg assisted backdrop suplex. Oh my gosh, Death Valley driver from Callahan on the floor. Reminder, there are no countouts or disqualifications. Another implant DDT to Callahan from Scorpio Sky this time. Bringing out the heavy artillery on the grounds are both these gentlemen. I'm sorry, was that the stroke? That was the stroke. Callahan rolls back inside. No. Thinks better of it. Comes back out to the floor, only to get TKO'd by Scorpio Sky, who in turn rolls back inside, only to dive and miss. Scorpio Sky missed his dive to Callahan. And then he gets pile driven. He pops right back up though. Counters a suplex. Final cut. Complete shot from Callahan. Back and forth these two gentlemen go. Neither looking like they want to return to the ring anytime soon. Oh, low blow from Callahan, though that is in response to 2 punches to the ding-ding from Scorpio Sky earlier. Now Callahan's got a piece of table and tries to DDT Scorpio Sky on top of it. Another, oh, got checked at time. Thought it was going to be a TKO. Scorpio Sky has a couple of different maneuvers from that setup position. Into the Dragon Sleeper. That'll do it. K9, you're here just in time to see Scorpio Sky retain the GWA Junior title. Had been working on the head and neck of Sami Callahan for the majority of the matchup, locking in that seated Dragon Sleeper. Oh, the Dragon Clutch it's called. Vicious looking. A successful defense for Scorpio Sky in our main event. Yeah, Bacon rated me earlier. Happy to have you, bud. An overall of 92. Woo! Okay, Reigns won the NXT title, that's us. Cash Wheeler won the GCW title, that's us. Mustafa Ali won the Stardom Junior title, that's all us. Yeah, we got new 6-person tag team titles, or tag team champions. In front of 72,000 strong! Holy crap. Now we're doing monthly WrestleManias. Like for serious. Oh, BB Hulk and Ben K won the Dragon Gate tag team titles. Kaji Tomato is the All Japan Junior champion. Rhino and Petey Williams are the Impact tag team champions. Scott Steiner is the NWA champion. And we made $4.5 million on that show. Nothing of note happened? No problem. Anything new for me? What's going on? I just got to do my bit of management here. They found, oh, Dave Mastiff, or that, I don't know if that's Dave or Danny Mastiff. So one of the Mastiff brothers in Europe. Cameron Grimes has been found in North America. Serena Deep, I suppose. Ray wants money. Okay. All right, let me make a note. I gotta do these raises. Yeah, just Ray. Okay, and then we got a popularity boost in Japan. So let's save that quick. Let's do human resources, consultation, Los Ricos. What's up, Ray? There you go. Maximum raise. No problem. Whoops. Management. How do we do merchandise-wise? Okay, I gotta dispose of some of these. Gonna leave these and these. That's pretty good. Didn't sell all the action figures, but everything else we ran out of. Training center, maintenance. I always like to take care of this right away. Okay, so I solved my Brody Lee problem, so we have new 6-person tag team champions. That's awesome. I no longer have to contract them to come in, so that's a savings of $40,000 a month, because that's how much it costs to bring them in just to attempt to have them drop the belt. I have to bring in somebody to take the MLW title, so let me invite somebody first. From MLW, somebody come in and take this belt. You already tried. Everyone's tried. Hammerstone, you can come back in. What do you think? Okay, Alex Hammerstone's in. Let me save that again. Just trying to get a little handle on what'll be going on next month. All right, we got new champions. We have new challengers in tow. And that's our second show for today. And looking at the clock, it's another late one, as we usually get well past the 3-hour mark with these wrestle shows. So let's just hit this real quick and say that's all for me for today. And I want to thank everybody for watching, no matter where or when you happen to be. I'm wishing everybody out there chill vibes and, for the moment, non-contact high fives. If you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. I'm going to be back Friday afternoon to learn more enemy attacks in Under Hero. But until then, TTFN. Now let's find whom is live that we should say hello to. Oh, there we go. Let's go raid girlfriend reviews, like they need the views. All right. Thanks very much for hanging, everybody. Hopefully I see you tomorrow. And if not, thanks for spending the time with me you did. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.